Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, join our cult. Hello and welcome to another fabulous edition of the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. You're listening to the dulcet tones of Mr. New Haircut.
I was planning a joke in my head where I was going to go, that's not you, is it?
It's the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I like it. It's really, really nice.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that we've gone to AJ Styles because
What else could it be?
Bailey, when it wasn't pushed
Shut
properly,
up, man.
it's got a bit better now. It's a bit, but yeah.
Like New
So,
Japan AJ Styles.
New
before
Japan
he
AJ.
became mullety at the back.
2016,
That's right.
the
Old
Royal Rumble
AJ.
debut. Should we do the
The
Five-star
Roman Reigns
AJ.
face. Yeah, 5-star wrestling AJ.
Roman Reigns face like you?
That's right. I'm the AJ Styles entrance. The Roman Reigns cutaway shot this week is Mr. Ross on wrestling. Ross, how you doing?
Hanging out my arse, Maffew. Full disclosure, I've had a cold the past couple of days. I've had the trademarked Cultaholic cold, which has been going around the entire office. I think everyone apart from Richard has had it. Andrew.
Richard did have it for a little bit.
It's taken everybody by storm. So to try and get rid of it last night, good and proper, started drinking hot toddies, thinking I was back at my mum's house back in the couple of decades ago. Double shot of whiskey, fill it up with boiling water, a little scoop of sugar. 2 of them, then it just turned into whiskey lemonades for the evening. So 2 a.m. I was thinking, I better get to bed here. So I'm hanging out my arse.
I've never had that, but is that what people of a certain generation would drink?
I was on them 8 years old. Double shot of whiskey. My mum, yeah. Hot toddies.
As like a remedy?
As a remedy for a cold, yeah.
Double shot of whiskey?
Sweat it out, yeah. It makes you sweat.
Oh, aye.
I was boiling water.
Just like Snoop Dogg. He wants to make you sweat.
Oh, what a tune. I forgot about that. Wow. It's taking me back.
I might have been listening to sort of 10 years ago on Spotify last night as well. Listen to Rihanna. The good
God,
girl.
that was 10 years
no,
ago.
no, what's it called? I've forgotten it. Bloody hell, with David Guetta. Do. That one.
Oh, man, that
Everyone
could
knows
be a
it.
number of... The only girl in the world.
Who's that chick? That's the one.
Oh, who's that chick? Yeah.
Jumping out
Who
the
is it?
sky, R-E-Y, Mysterio. Yeah, I remember now.
R-I-H, Rihanna. Rihanna. Rihanna.
And the other thing that happened in the Rumble that year, I can't remember. Jack. The Hornswoggle guest appearance. I don't
Triple
know.
H won.
Yeah, Triple H
Yes,
won.
Triple H's
did it
multiple
for the
suck
smile.
it. That's right. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
that year. You can be him.
When
It.
he last eliminated not Roman, but Dean Ambrose. That's
right.
For some reason.
He did it for us.
Yeah, everyone was buzzing at the time. How stupid we were.
At least Roman didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone but Roman.
Yeah.
Look at him now.
Aye.
He's doing all right.
Oh, is that a notification on your
That's
phone,
Andrew's
Richard?
phone, I tell you.
Andrew's phone?
Is that actually Andrew's phone?
has some sort of boombox device attached to it.
That was
It's the
I
loudest
thought
phone.
I thought you were joking.
No.
Pretending that Richard was Andrew this
No,
week.
no.
That's Andrew's phone through that door.
Through that fire
Jeez.
door. You can hear it everywhere.
That was
If we're
Andrew's
quiet,
phone.
we could probably hear him go, oh no.
It's like Dom Jolly.
Yeah. All right. It's your boy Andrew. It's your boy. You would never
It's
say
your
that.
boy Andrew.
Yeah,
you
hi.
might do actually.
Hi, anyway.
very good.
Hi, because I was the Triple H multiple sucker. Of,
Yes, thank you for the suck it.
So how are you?
I'm grand.
Ah, wonderful.
Mate, with this, it got to the point where I was like, wow, I've done nothing but stare at myself all week. This could be a
Okay.
really rotten podcast. What have you done, Maffew? This.
It must be nice when you're walking down the street and there's a bit of hair going through
Yeah.
it. It's like,
Like, oh God, I've missed this forehead cover. But it got to the point where I got on the bus and can you hear that?
Sorry, yeah, I
Loud
just
and
heard
clear.
another
I
double.
can't believe how loud that
another,
is.
Another
Do you have to tell them to shut up?
bing, bing.
What's it like for the people there?
I tell you,
in that
no.
room.
Is it? Has anyone ever? Wait. Has anyone ever mentioned it?
I have.
Oh, right. I just wondered if it was something that everybody silently lived with in the office.
Such a dick.
No,
Honestly.
no, he's not. It's so unlike him.
It's all me, with Andrew.
Maybe he's like, is he like maybe a bit hard of hearing? Or something? No, I'm just thinking of possible reasons why it would
I'd
be
be all
that
those
loud.
years in the Hells Angels or the deafened him completely.
I'll be his pillow going, why you text us back? Yeah.
God.
What were you saying?
Oh
What's
yeah,
your
so I got
hair?
the bus. It got the point where I'm like, yeah, cool, yeah, walking down the street, And I got to the point where I thought maybe the bus driver will think, oh, got a new haircut. Even though it was a different bus driver than I usually get. And still probably like, wow, you're walking around with the confidence of a man with a new haircut. Like, yes, that's right. It's like, all right, I need a reality check here. I need to get away from this. But,
See, Bart walks down the street when Jessica Lovejoy
Yes.
kisses him and he's like proper.
That's it.
Yeah. He's a bit Vince McMahon, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you
Best way to walk.
Yeah, well, I suppose. so.
Like, will Vince McMahon walk up to Andrew's phone with a hammer?
Triple H just. Oh, that's a tweet. When you hear Andrew's phone go off, just the gif of Triple H pulling a sledgehammer out of nowhere, just staring at it. Well, that would be a tweet if
Oh, that one time
everyone
where
in the world
someone
listened to this.
changes animation in the game to the burying one.
Oh, yeah, when
was
he's
a
dancing
popular
down the
one back
ramp.
in the
Yeah. Oh, what a start.
What a start. Let's look at some wrestling news because that's what we do here. The biggest news this week, of course, it's a perfectly timed Friday morning, afternoon podcast, getting ready for the supersized SmackDown, which will be ad-free for the last 30 minutes, going head-to-head with Dynamite.
Don't know why they've done that. I've got more money than them, so I can do that for longer.
Right.
Tony's firing all the shots.
So
He
great.
needs to just take a step back, I think, Tony Khan.
Oh, no, 2 steps forward.
Oh, I'm watching him in the press this week, and he's flapping harder than Big Bird himself. If Big Bird even flaps, Big Bird
a
has
bird,
legs and doesn't fly. Does he? Does Big Bird fly?
Well, he's too big.
Too big to fly.
It's like an ostrich. They're too big to fly.
I am enjoying the barbs back and forth, but Tony seems to be a bit erratic more than normal this week. And his handwriting, as I'm sure we'll get on to later, is exactly what I expected his handwriting to be.
Can you guess who at Cultaholic has terrible handwriting, just from that sort of stereotype?
That's what stereotype?
Like the kind of, well, if Tony Khan has bad handwriting and doctors have bad handwriting, it's just, I feel like, right, so my point was Pachiti's got really bad handwriting. I feel like people who are quite driven and mature and stuff often have bad handwriting because there's just too much going on.
Mine's awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You must
So
be.
that's
You must be.
disproving that theory.
You must be very. You must be very clever.
I was gonna say I can read my writing, and that's all I need. But if I have to write for someone else, suddenly I did cursive at school because you have to. Now it's capital letters, nothing joined up, so people can read it if I have to write them something.
Mine's not very good, but my maths teacher once told me that means that I'm optimistic, which I'm not. I think I'm a pessimist. But
You're one of the most optimistic people, like in
I
Cultaholic.
don't know. Like, don't know.
Yeah.
I think
You
I'm
get
just,
excited
I think
about
I've
things.
just, I think I've just got a bit of a
Do
high
you
voice.
know what the word optimistic means?
Wait a minute, let me just Google it quick. Oh, God, you're right, Ross.
I do get excited about things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
What's the news,
Yeah. So last 30 minutes SmackDown being advert free. Woohoo. And Tony Khan going, okay. My dad's richer than your dad. Suzuki versus Bryan Danielson will be part of the buy-in beforehand.
It's changed in the conversation because that's on different
Yeah.
platform. Even that's on YouTube.
Yeah, to get people
.com.
hyped
Yeah,
to stay watching Dynamite. Then
it's changed the.
no, that'll be on.
It's changed the face of wrestling promotional wars as we know it.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had this, and it's so funny people online having the same reaction as Ross doing ironically, like, oh, they need to tone it down, these lot. And I'm like,
No, keep going.
yeah, nothing like two companies going at it during the 90s. Oh, no. Yeah, you remember that depressing period when no one was making any money whatsoever?
Just imagine, right? Just if you're of the opinion, because I saw a lot of people getting upset at Tony Khan sort of going, I've got more money than you. There's me making noises again. Bad word at Cultaholic Twitter account. There's a thread going now. It's terrible.
Is there? Just your noises?
Just me making noises.
Is there?
Yeah, I really am fantastic. But what was I going with that? I can't remember where I was
People
going
being
with
mad at Tony going, I've got more money than louder
People
money.
being angry at the Barbs.
Aye, don't be angry because if this wasn't happening, you wouldn't be getting Suzuki versus Bryan Danielson tonight.
Yeah.
So
And it'd also be just less interesting. I'm enjoying the drams.
Yeah.
and it makes everything better, doesn't it? I'm sure
Yeah.
SmackDown, that half an hour that SmackDown's got extra, I'm sure something crazy's going to happen there. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar might stand opposite each other
Yeah.
for half an hour.
I think Reigns and someone else will come out and go, we should have a match. And then a tag team will come out and then they'll team up. Anything could happen
will
on
they
SmackDown tonight.
coexist?
I've just remembered an infamous ending to Raw, maybe a Raw or a SmackDown. I think it was Reigns and Lesnar, where one had a hold of each strap of the belt and
Yeah.
were like doing a tug of war, and it was a really dramatic ending. They're like,
Yeah, it was a Raw before WrestleMania.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that might, we'll get that part too.
Some say that influenced Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Look at you.
Aye.
Oh, no one's seen it.
One of the games, isn't it?
It is, the game of squids.
Oh.
No, that'll be it. There'll be a squid on SmackDown. Also, because of Suzuki being the flavor of the month, 'cause he's over here rather than doing the G1, people brought up the Suzuki photo and WCPW. It was good to see you getting
angry.
Yeah.
Getting mad on social media. How
Yeah.
uncool is in 2021?
What's happened?
So
There's a photo, you probably don't remember it, but when WCPW brought over Suzuki, someone took the photo of when Suzuki had no one in front of him, like to make it look like Lonely Virgil fan. No, not Virgil. Fan. Virgil.
Yeah.
Lonely Virgil fan. There probably is a
Lonely Virgil
fan.
by himself.
Yes.
With no fans.
In brackets, no
Yes.
fans. Super no vacancy. So people then talk like, oh, stupid W. They wasted him. He should have been booked for this promotion and done this. It's like, yeah, but no one was because like Tony Khan didn't have the money.
Yeah. To be fair, the mood of wrestling at the time though was like quite ugly because we were like it was the rise of like the UK boom period, but we hadn't dragged ourselves up from the ground and stuff because What Culture was a big company, so we had like, as you say, a bigger budget, and we weren't really as in tune with like your Trent Sevens, your cool indie lads. So we were mainly booking like we did book Trent Seven and stuff, but it was a mixture of like the originals who already were quite big, like Rampage and Kirby and that, and then like big budget like imports and stuff, and it didn't come across as like savvy as promotions at the time, like Progress and stuff. But since then, I actually think WCPW's aged compared to a lot of the promotions really quite well. Like, since the UK scene's kind of on its arse a bit, I feel people look back at WCPW and go like, actually, you know what, it was all right. So I always get really disheartened when that Suzuki meme comes back again because it just gives people a chance to be like, they were crap. And I'm like, well, you're saying that the fans were crap. And just because part of our audience might have been like, younger or less familiar with less indie or like just a casual wrestling fan, still good audience. Like they were good crowds.
I mean, WCW was looked at by people who watched Progress or ICW the same way that people in the 30s look at people who play Fortnite for a living now.
A little bit, yeah.
It was nice to see you go, look, I'm sick of that photo being brought out and saying representative of what the fans or WCPW. And just this thread of people going, I love WCPW. It was great. It got me into wrestling. I was like, yeah.
So sorry.
You're a gateway drug.
So sorry that it did.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to clarify once and for all. 5 YouTubers were not running a wrestling promotion.
Yeah, we weren't actually making the decisions.
Yeah. There was 2 men and a wrestling expert running the promotion.
But
the 5
people-
YouTube people were just the faces.
We were the faces of it.
Yeah.
But Pacitti did occasionally get the odd message thinking he was really the promoter when he was the on-screen GM.
I did love that, like, what's that thing about the smarter they are, the easier the trick, that people thought it was genuinely you guys sit around this. All right,
I think that was
who's winning?
That was a large part, like from when looking back at that period of time, where I thought people were looking down on us because they thought, oh, these YouTubers coming along with their YouTube channel and thinking they can run a wrestling promotion. I've never seen the like of it.
I actually remember we were I mean, I don't regret it now because like I personally like learned loads from it and obviously learned how wrestling works in a different way and stuff. But and it deepened my appreciation of like the crew and the ring, like the referee, just everybody involved with putting together a wrestling show. It's like crazy amount of teamwork, not even just from the wrestlers. But at the start, when the idea was first brought up, I'm sure that maybe all of us were against it, like the 5 presenters.
Oh yeah,
because we were thinking about like the channel was just taking off properly, like we'd just been to Mania and then they were like, right now we're going to do a wrestling promotion. We were like, oh, it's not the step we thought it would have been, but thought it's aged pretty well.
Yeah,
to be fair,
I was like hearing about it because were there some negatives? Yes, but
yeah,
I try and focus on the positives, like the main one. I can go see a show with Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle, Patron, when that was cool, and I can walk to the venue from my house without breaking a sweat. Oh, yeah, you guys and your booking and your Suzuki. Grr.
The nicest part wasn't even the big reactions for like the big names. It was like how organically over like actual UK wrestlers got as well. Martin Kirby was so over. Oh. Wow.
And he's back now wrestling.
He is back
He
in
is.
fantastic shape.
He is. You know how things plummeted for wrestling when he retired?
It's all because of
Now he's back and things are great again.
all
I'm
the
just
joy,
saying.
all the joy just went
Yeah.
from it. Yeah.
It's been a grumpy old man. Sean Waltman has been the warpath this week. Quote, you can't have 60-plus-year-old men running the NXT 2.0 creative. Quote, we got to be self-aware enough to know that we don't, I'm including myself as a 50-year-old, we don't effing know what they, the young people, want. We might think we do, or we might think we know what's best for them, but we don't effing know. We need to effing listen to people that do. He was also very negative towards Joe Gacy's debut, saying that was the worst S I've ever seen.
Hey, we need to retract our statements from last week, you and me, when it comes to Joe Gacy.
Oh, about the ambiguity and stuff. Like, yeah. Don't we'll get to that.
Definitely just Vince McMahon laughing at the snowflakes.
The ambiguity's gone. The clamp's been pulled out from beneath them. Yeah, there we go.
I wasn't going to brag, but I was going to wait until the NXT segment and be like, you still sure about this?
Me and my snowflakes. Oh, get in the bin.
Wait, let it play out. Let it play out. Maybe it's ironic.
We've let it play out, Maffew, and it's garbage.
It was, yes. Yes. But thank you, X-Pac. I
Mate,
know.
X-Pac's definitely DX Hollywood. He's not DX. I mean, he's definitely DX Wolfpack. He's the cool one.
Yeah.
Love X-Pac.
Yeah.
I know you're mates with him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure.
yeah.
I have to remind him every time I say, yeah, we hung out.
Oh no, he knows. He's down. He's down.
To be fair, though, wasn't there a thing in the news, was it last week or the week before, saying that the average watcher, the age of the average watcher of NXT 2.0 is like 62?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
So what you talking about, Sean?
Well,
Yeah.
he's exactly right. Yeah.
You young whippersnapper? It's 50 years of age?
We know what the kid's like.
I must still be wrong. I still can't get over that. A couple of people tweeted me about my reaction to that bit where I'm like, I didn't know that many 60-year-old people in the world. I couldn't believe it. It can't be the average. It can't be the average age.
Oh, yeah, when you're right. You think about that's the average.
Yeah, it can't be.
Why aren't people like
Is it
us
like-
bringing it to that?
Is it one of
I was
the...
going to say, we're like, around 30 odd.
Wow.
We're both 29.
No.
How old are you?
I'm
How old are you, Maffew? Go on, say it
30
loud and say it proud.
33.
33. Yeah, too far over
The third.
30.
But
Aye, but we must be. But then again, how many of like our age group have the old Nielsen box and all that malarkey?
That's it. That's what the BBC TV license pays for. Or so I'm told. I don't have one of them. Ted DiBiase and Sons ordered to repay millions of dollars to the state of Mississippi. The WWE Hall of Famer Ted DiBiase Jr., and Brett DiBiase have been ordered to repay a combined fee totaling millions of dollars back to the state of Mississippi. The man's come after an order that reached a conclusion that the biggest embezzlement scandal in Mississippi history.
Whoa.
Yeah, remember this story from a few months ago?
Yeah, but I didn't realize that they were...
I know, like if it was any other wrestler, I'd be like, oh, that's grim. Ooh, the $1 million man.
I didn't realize that this is the same thing. I didn't realize that Senior was involved as well.
Well, that's news to me as well. Ted DiBiase is being ordered to repay $722,299, which was received by his Christian ministry. Ha ha! There you go. Very Christian. DiBiase Jr. is being ordered to repay $3.903 million. Well, Brett DiBiase said to owe $225,000.
I thought you were
Why
going to say $200.
would you put DiBiase Jr. in the middle of that? Oh, they're almost the same. Anyway, yeah, so it turns out they're all gets.
Wow.
But only one of them's doing it because he's allegedly Christian. So, shocking, nah?
I honestly have no idea what words to say in reaction to that.
Yeah.
It's all just, it goes way above my pay grade, I think.
Well, quite literally.
Aye.
Yeah.
Not even just understanding what they've actually done. I don't get it.
The embezzlement scandal, I only knew it because it sounded a lot like Better Call Saul, where there's this whole season thing where they basically go, they've been taking money off these people and all this. And it's all like, wait, hang on, now I've watched that, I understand this to a certain degree. So
Go on then. Lay it out on the table.
they took money from people
There you go. Breaking news.
because everyone's got a price.
They were on the street. He'd slap on the $1 million dream. Ted Jr. would grab the wallet.
That's it.
And they did it to the total of $7
They did
million.
that at a queue.
Like a street performer in Ibiza.
Oh.
With a little monkey. I used to marvel at them with the little monkeys, and the little monkey would go around and on people's shoulders, not realising that little monkey with his little tail would take a wallet or a phone or two.
Amazing,
Is that not
Incredible.
Indiana Jones? The plot of?
Where was I?
The plot.
I think I was.
Well, not the plot, like a little.
A
little
monkey
bit
is
of-
taken the statue from Indiana Jones' pocket.
I think I was
a
in
bit.
Salou.
Oh.
Aye, watching this little street performance, and you see at the back the monkey going, and then see you later. Wallet, bye. Very clever.
Imagine being
It's
able to
good
train a beast to do that. Crazy.
though.
Don't give them ideas. Imagine that. Hey, it's Chucky of the Bride of Chucky series. How you doing, Chucky? I'm okay. Oh, you want to clout my back? Hey, that's my money in the bank contract. Has Tony Khan accidentally leaked the full AEW full card 2021? Oh, speaking of things I've learned from TV, yeah, how to leak things. Oh, let me just.
You think it was on purpose?
Hey, how you
Well,
doing,
yeah.
press? Are you all right?
He's got an official press photographer 5 yards in front of him, and
Yeah.
he stood there with his notes conveniently showing. Come on.
I love it.
I would.
Like, oh, stupid Tony Khan.
Building
Like, you guys.
people seeing Bryan Danielson versus Moxley, Hangman versus Omega, they're going to go, bloody hell, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
good on him. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he, Tony?
People know from this Twitter stuff and stuff like this. Woo, accidentally tweeting. Yeah, they know he's a promoter, right? He's promoting. You know what's happening with him.
And normally I'd be like, yeah, 100%. But there's just a bit about Tony Khan that makes me think, no, he's actually made that mistake. We do live in a world where a wrestler tweeted a picture of Keith Lee celebrating with both belts in NXT with the confetti raining down a week before the show went on.
Yeah, they're very
But-
similar, that and Tony Khan.
I know it was the quality of the image, and it was for an actual article, wasn't it, about him? So I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, there was that interview he did where I think on Reddit people were saying everyone's focusing on him going, oh, Raw is bad, Raw is this, that, and the other. But he actually says, oh, Hangman's going to take on Omega at Full Gear, blah, 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 blah. But people didn't pick up on it.
I thought we already knew that, or did we not? We just knew that Hangman had won the.
Not officially, yeah.
we just knew that he was number one contender, right? Okay.
But I don't know
Tell
about
you
this
what,
all.
Wow, well,
If Hangman
I can't
doesn't-
believe he revealed that.
If Hangman
who
doesn't-
predicted that was going to be a thing?
Well, I was going to say, I don't know, I need to go back and watch the thing. Young Jamie, this might be one for you in the background there, but apparently when Hangman, the poker chip, he wins, apparently it has gear on it, which I didn't
Oh,
pick
right.
up on, but there you go. If that gives it away, I don't know. He's just not done it.
Hang-
I'm asking for verification
you
here.
did say if, in fairness. So
I know,
you
just
took
that-
that
just-
as-
yeah,
oh,
just in the
that
background
sounds like a
was-
choice.
Just in the background while we're speaking, just to verify what I've said is true and not,
You send him Andrew messages so his phone could be even louder.
There you go,
Wait,
top
I
row.
want to do that now. actually.
Top row.
Not switching over yet.
I know, I don't want you to. I just want you to show me it's got a gear on it.
I think
You were like two
If
away from it, Richard.
I was gonna do
It's
what
like
you
saying the people in Crystal Maze
it
yelling at
hasn't-
people.
I was gonna do what you wanted there and chat in the background while Richard did this, but you were just bullying. Well, not bullying him, bossing him.
That's what I do.
Fair enough.
That's what I do.
No, it's just poker chip, innit? Innit?
Unless there is a gear on the other side, we can confirm. It
I
just
don't
says
know.
AEW.
Look at those pecs.
Look at that. Look at that,
Oh.
that chap area.
Oh, thank you, TK.
He's so good.
Oh,
If he doesn't win, I'm gonna be.
What a mouthful.
If they try and be too clever and try and like have Kenny win the first one so that people feel even more sorry for Hangman, I don't want that. I just want him to batter him first time, in and out. Go on, Hangman. Go on. Come on.
see, he's not optimistic. See, I love him.
No, I'm fearful. I'm really worried.
Oh,
Pessimistic.
pessimistic. Yeah, the opposite optimistic. Oh no. Also, Bryan Danielson shares real reason WWE made him retire in 2016. This was very surprising to me. Bryan Danielson revealed that WWE didn't actually force him to retire because of concussion issues, but because he'd been dishonest about his previous concussions. The former WWE champ would eventually be cleared to return after the concussion. Blah, 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 blah. I legitimately thought I was healthy and still think that I am healthy. One of the reasons I was forced to retire was not because of the concussions, but because I lied about it. You understand, from WWE's point of view, I'd been wrestling for them for 6 years, but then all of a sudden they opened this Pandora's box about lying about his medical history, and now we can't trust him. I thought everyone knew about that.
So is
Wasn't
he-
that public knowledge that he lied?
Was
Because
this-
Nigel McGuinness
Nigel
had like
McGuinness-
made the fuss about it.
When
They featured in the documentary about him.
Because they both got signed at similar times, but then Nigel McGuinness was honest about his medical history,
Yeah.
and they went, "Oh, we can't have you." Yeah,
Yeah, because Nigel McGuinness had a bit of a
yeah.
what's a word? It's a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Whatever the term
As
is.
you would
Whatever.
be, yeah.
Yeah, as you would be going, wait, hang on, I'm just as bad as him. And he went, nah, but he said he's all right. And he goes, oh, okay.
But wasn't
But then they found out. I'm like, you're not really doing the whole, wow, your doctors don't know what they're talking about thing that CM Punk's been saying for years. If everyone in the world knew about this, but they didn't.
I might be getting me injured legends mixed up here, but didn't Brian have to go to several doctors to get re-cleared?
Yeah.
So would that
But
not...
his comeback, yeah.
Yeah, would that not prove WWE right and just saying, oh, you're not
It was
quite
because
healthy
he
enough?
lied initially.
Aye.
That's what they're saying. So I think that's why they triple-checked him this time.
Yeah. Everyone seems to be right in that story then.
Yeah, but it's just like, wait, you guys didn't know? We knew.
Yeah.
We're the hacks on the outside looking in. And he's like,
Wait.
wait, we just saw this article on cultaholic.com. Apparently you lied to us.
But did the McGuinness story come out after Brian had returned in like 2070, 80?
WWE's
Whiskey,
feature
sorry.
on McGuinness came out, but
But everyone knew the
McGuinness
story.
had been telling everybody, you know, obviously not everybody,
Sorry.
but bless you.
Oh,
I thought it was really weird. It's like, oh yeah, they found out the thing that everyone else knew. That was
yeah.
WWE not planning to hold December pay-per-view this year.
Yes.
I got very excited about this. I was like, they do a pay-per-view every month. Originally, there was going to be one in Chicago, the Allstate Arena. Oh, maybe that's good they're not doing TLC. Maybe the rest of us should have some time off, go see their families and just relax before the busy period of the Road to WrestleMania.
Day one.
And then, Meltzer says it's going to be on January 1st in Atlanta instead. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just seen there. Cheaty walked past. I think he's had a sick fade. Looks like he's got short hair.
I thought he's growing his beard out as well. He's had it shaved
Yeah.
off.
He's copying you.
Yes. No, it's a good thing not having a pay-per-view because speaking to Richard, went to the pub a few weeks ago and I was like, who's going to be my editor on December the 20th when everyone else has gone home for the holidays?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's not an issue anymore. Just selfishly speaking.
It'd be
Plus-
great. You have to put this video that you've edited yourself. And it's just rubbish. Like, look, everyone's gone home.
Somehow the intro music's that flute meme, like the
The music's playing in the background. I can't get it to stop.
Yeah, but we're not going to miss TLC, are we? I know, like, it gives you some newsworthy stuff to round out the year, like a man getting set on fire and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
we're not going to miss it, are we? And gimmick pay-per-views as a whole, I hope this is the start of them getting put in the bin, apart from Money in the Bank.
Well, like I said
Yeah.
before, Extreme Rules had one Extreme Rules match. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid. Though.
2.5 hours to wait for a table. A tabler.
It's bad service,
Table.
that. I'd eat somewhere else. So, yeah, that is the news. That was the news.
a hefty
Strategically the news. We hope the lovely shows tonight are nice. Again, the show has to come out at some point, I guess. So, we'll probably get some late breaking news at the very end of the podcast as soon as we say cut. So, onwards and upwards to the next bit.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame. And in condescending order from last week, Tony D'Angelo. That's not how you say it, is it? Tony D'Angelo?
D'Angelo, I think.
Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, D'Angelo.
For the
19%. Yeah, Gabagoo, yeah. Jack's Andrew story.
Yeah, my
20%.
Andrew's store. Andrew
I
told
remember
me.
that one.
Well, I tagged him in, and he sat in.
Hell's Angels.
Oh!
Bell's Angels.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one, that.
Maybe they were annoyed with him because he woke them all up walking past the clubhouse because he got a text.
The vibration from his phone
Yeah.
caused the bikes to fall over.
They
Luchasaurus.
thought it was a rival biker gang. The Scorpions are here.
61% Luchasaurus. That was me. Well done, Maffew.
Well done, Matthew.
Well done, Maffew.
Damn it. I was going to try putting in Joe Gacy this week, but it's all gone to hell now. Can't please put him in now.
The local snowflake.
Yeah.
Me and my snowflakes. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Again, when you get a bit of it, you
It
get
would
a
have been
bit,
so
a taste.
good.
You're like, wait, this could be great. A fake woke dude sober. Oh
He is
no,
a
it's
fake
just
woke-
a 60.
he is a fake woke
It's
dude.
just a 6-year-old person going, oh, the left. I'm like, "Aw."
He's a fake woke dude. He's just not a fake woke dude. Something, I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, Jack, for clarifying. Okay, so I've picked some of the Hall of Fame. Don't put your head.
The really
down,
prestigious
yeah.
Hall of Fame that
Oh,
we
yeah.
all care about very much. We all come prepared with picks each and every week.
I've got one this
We do,
week.
man. We do. Mine. This dramatic thing. I'm trying to think. I hope I haven't put this in before.
Okay.
The song "Common People."
Oh, what
By
a tune.
By Pulp.
And you're looking a bit like Jarvis.
Oh,
with the hair.
Christ.
No, in a good way.
But it wasn't intended.
That's all
Yeah, I'll
right.
take it. Bit of the cock.
Well, if you squint, start doing that.
like start. Is Michael Jackson getting an award
He's
on
very
stage?
snake-like, isn't he, Johns?
Skinny get, yes. Not liquid diet. Yeah. The Common People song by Pulp, which I hope I haven't put in, but it's one of these songs that I didn't get it as a kid, but the more I go through life, the more I listen to it and go, I have a different perspective on it.
The more rich lasses I've got.
What?
The more rich lasses I've got.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the people you meet along your travels of the world and go, they're this, because everybody hates a tourist, especially who's it's just your laugh.
If you go to the Hancock pub during student during term time,
Yeah.
A lot of Common People candidates, as in like rich people pretending that they're like dressing like, I don't know.
Yeah, when I used to hang on the CVGS lot at Northumbria, there was one immortal line that's still sticks with us. This is like 10 years ago, where someone said, man, it's really tough when you're a student. I went, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I could only afford one 360 game this week. I'm like,
Must have been
what did you just say? You know, it's one of those things where, like, yeah. But there have been times when it's really hard to remain true to yourself through life, when you have to make changes, and you have to make changes to better yourself, but you go, hang on, am I eroding the me that's in the center?
I like how you're piercing your gaze at me when you're saying that.
Oh, please. When you have to change your perspective on
soul
things.
more than most.
Where you're like, wait, am I still this? I'm not. You think if you get to that point where you're faking it, is someone going to be there to go, nah, you're one of the common people. You just want to do what common people do.
I don't know if something that I've ever thought about. I've had to worry.
Surprisingly deep, sorry. But
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I think sometimes you need to keep people amongst yourself that mean you from getting a big head.
Oh, okay.
Never lose the common touch.
Yes. Anyway, I love that song. I love Pulp's
It's a great
version.
song.
And I love William Shatner's cover of it.
Oh, God.
I've never heard that one.
Again, if people hear William Shatner's cover, they go, okay, you know, and he did
Is it spoken word or is it?
Yeah, but there's never like bunch of people in the background doing the music properly. But his spoken word delivery works so well. That's one of my favourite covers.
He could have been a Hall of Fame candidate this week.
Shatner in space.
Yeah.
I love this waste in the when I was a kid, it used to be, wow, we went to space. Holy Christ. We went to space. And now it's like, yeah, a bunch of rich people go up now. It's like our version of going to Redcar. You know? So we put Shatner in space and he's 90, so of course that's great.
It's not pleased for him, you know.
That's great. He
does my editing.
he didn't kill his wife.
Right.
So
Just take that money and put it to good use, will you? Build a few buildings.
That's true.
Save a few people.
Yeah. That's very,
Shatner in space, guys. Yes. But yeah, sorry, Common People by Pulp. Not much has happened this week apart from me looking at myself in the mirror and go, yeah, that's what I want. Slice of that.
I've always been a bit more... I don't sound like David Brent now. I prefer a flan. But I prefer Disco 2000. But Common People are also fantastic.
That's
stuff.
another good one.
Yeah.
Because there'll be moments like that where I'm like,
It's got the word breasts in it.
like, oh yeah, we were supposed to... that never happened, did it? That storyline. Like half of Raw, me and you, the hook up in the year 2000 and it just didn't really work out, did it?
No. But no, Common People's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any songs like that you hit? Sometimes you're just like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But I heard a theory this week.
Oh,
right. This
Game theory.
is Britpop themed, right? So you know, like how the Beatles did back in the USSR, and that was like a Mickey take of the Beach Boys and how they write songs, but it's actually really good song. I've heard that an Oasis song is possibly like a send up of Blur and their style. Do you know the song
which one?
Bonehead's Bank Holiday? It's like a silly sort of B-side or like extra album track. Oh, never mind then. Well, if anybody knows it, have a listen and see if it sounds a bit early Blur.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
I like that there's a weird single release that they did where it was just Oasis arguing.
Yeah, on it.
That's good.
About the ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what rock and roll. No, it's not rock and roll. This is rock and roll.
Oh,
so
famous
great.
Cockney's Oasis.
I can't. Yeah, how good my accents are. So, what about yourself, Ross? Any songs that you have?
Not that's springing to mind right now. I don't know.
Ah, that's fair enough. That was a good discussion.
Who's that chick?
Aye, by Riri.
Was that gone?
Who's that chick?
Do.
No, I was just joking because he mentioned it. He mentioned it earlier.
Awesome. Ross, what's your pick?
Well, speaking of common people, I need young Jamie to fire up the old picture-in-picture thing because we have a little video to watch, don't we, kids?
That came second, but it's fine. Whatever.
Oh,
No, don't worry, don't worry.
Get that full screen if you can, Richard, if that's going to work. There you go. So to set the scene for everybody, we are in Newcastle upon Tyne. I think it was this week, I'm not too sure. Professional boxer Chris Eubank Jr. is in the local area. He's at Hotel Indigo, it looks like, just by the scenery that's behind him. And I just think we'll hit play. He's signing a few autographs with some fans, taking a few pictures, being just a lovely, wholesome, professional boxer. Hit play there, young Jamie. A man with a microwave approaches from the distance.
You want a microwave burger, Chris, man?
Wait. Can you go back?
Wait. We'll play it through once and we'll go back.
Hey, hold my bag while I sign this
He is
microwave.
signing the microwave with his signature. There is a man in Newcastle walking round with a microwave, and it's now signed by Chris
And it's just,
Eubank.
this dude is my favourite because he's just like, the guy's going to finish signing the microwave. He's
Sign
instantly
my
like,
hand, Chris, sign my hand. But I'm going to go for local man with microwave for the Hall of Fame.
Again, that's El Geo del Chris Eubank.
Oh,
God, he
Oh,
my God.
Oh.
taken out like the end of Scary Movie.
There he is, man with microwave. So any comments, everybody? Any analysis?
Oh,
Well, that's a great window into what Newcastle's like. I was worried that our geocaching stream had given a false impression because we were walking around Jesmond Dean and the sun was shining.
Oh,
That's
God.
Newcastle
That's-
upon
oh,
Tyne.
yes.
That is...
Sign me microwave, Chris.
He wants a microwave burger?
some people were like, wow, that's amazing. Other people like, yeah.
Tubman's
Sign
cracking Loving it. He loved that.
It's just, Newcastle is a weird place in this. Let's just call it,
It is.
It's fantastic, but it's also very weird. And to see a man walking around on a night out with a microwave, or a microwave, as Nigella Lawson would have it.
As Booker T might say.
It's just normal, isn't it?
Well,
For a
that's
night out.
people would say, like, how come there's all this wrestling media in this one specific part of Tyneside all of a sudden? There's
That'll be us,
like,
Matthew.
Exactly. That's
I'm
all I
joking.
meant. Yes, and
Drugs.
and me and your drugs.
No, you.
The weird and the wonderful have a way of finding themselves in Newcastle upon Tyne. It's like the surrounding areas go, it's all normal people around here, but they come to Newcastle upon Tyne, like the dregs at the end of the night. We all find each other somehow.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place. Chris Eubank Jr. signing a microwave.
Will you save me hand, Chris? It's just like, we're all very friendly, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just very friendly people.
I never know what to make of that stereotype. Cause,
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone says Geordies are dead friendly, but you run into some furious Geordies on nights out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Nights out, though. But I think the stereotype comes from just like everyday life, doesn't it?
Yeah, you notice
Yeah.
it when you go south.
When you go south and
Yeah.
go to a news agent or something like that,
Yeah.
it's just like, there you go, get out.
Yeah,
You've bought your thing, piss off.
yeah.
they even say thank you, driver, when they get off the bus down south.
Terrible down south.
Ugh. They eat their young down south.
They don't take the microwaves outside the house.
They keep their microwaves inside to microwave
they've
things.
clearly stolen from some student flat.
Allegedly.
And they don't have gravy.
Oh,
Well, they probably do have
that
gravy.
they've stolen from some student's flat.
Imagine walking around with a microwave just like, I'll read.
Well, I feel like.
But no one's going to mess with you on a night out.
I'm
Hey,
assuming.
well, that guy's got a microwave.
Oh, your microwave's so canny.
Yeah.
I'm
like
assuming
a
he's.
dog.
I'm assuming he's seen Chris Eubank Jr. or his mates like message him or something, and he's like either his mates messaged him and he's thought, "Oh, what can I take down to Chris Eubank?" Or he's ran home to get it. But I don't think.
You ran home.
Which,
It's a good nick.
how's
I mean,
he
it's
ended
like-
up? How's that happened?
I don't want to know. I think if you get told it ruins the illusion.
Yeah.
I do. If you recognise the microwave fiend of the video, let us know how you got it and what happened.
I want to see a photo of it in like the mum's kitchen. It's
silent.
got a proud mug. It's like, yeah, it's me, my Eubank.
It's like a George Foreman grill.
That'll be it.
Chris
That'll be
Eubank
it.
microwave.
Yeah. Well, my auntie's got George Foreman. My mum's got a Chris Eubank. Yes, that'll be it.
Oh,
Chris Eubank Jr. What's it? So do you reckon Chris Eubank himself has the oven? Hands
oh,
down.
he'd have an order.
Lockdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, an Arga.
Yeah.
It's like, sign this. No. Wow. Jack, it's a tough one.
I'm not gonna.
Can you
I'm not
beat
gonna
that?
beat that. No. But mine is the idea of walking from Land's End to John O'Groats. For those who don't know, Land's End is the southernmost point of the UK or Great Britain. John O'Groats, the northernmost point. And, it's considered a remarkable achievement to walk from one to the other. Apparently it takes about 3 months, with rest days included. I've been doing a lot of research. For some reason, a lot of research, knowing full well that I'm just never... Richard, why would you laugh?
People laughing.
I know, I just heard Richard laugh in the background.
Yeah, this is Richard Tubman, who sat on a bicycle and went a fair distance.
Yeah.
I want to cycle that, to be fair.
You want to cycle it? That'll be... I guess that's more possible.
When did
but
Ronald
it's still
Fiennes
pretty-
start working
Still
at
really,
Cultaholic?
still really hard, isn't it?
Okay.
Like, didn't you do coast to coast or nearly?
Yeah, the
For
one I
top
just
rope.
did
Oh,
was
the-
Edinburgh to Newcastle.
Edinburgh, Newcastle, go on.
Hey, it's all downhill, isn't it?
Richard.
Don't have to pedal.
Figuratively and literally.
Once you approach Newcastle, you just got to watch out for microwaves. So yeah,
People on the
the,
side of the road throwing them.
Game of Mario Kart.
the idea of walking from Land's End to John O'Groats. So I started watching some YouTube videos of blokes who'd I think they were all men, yeah, all lonely men, who'd vlogged themselves going from Land's End to John O'Groats. And you just see that their beards get longer over the course of this trek.
Oh, that's the idea. They start off clean shaven and...
Well, I think that's
all
just
the way.
a side effect, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it just looks really interesting and almost a spiritual experience. But I just know I'll never do it. I just know I won't. So why am I entertaining this idea?
I wouldn't beat yourself up about it.
No, I've really had
walking.
a yearning. Yeah, but it's not. You go. I was looking at potential routes and stuff. I think I could do coast to coast.
I'm
So
trying
about
to-
2 weeks.
So, not to sound dumb, but how would you? Because all I think of travelling that distance is going through the motorway, but obviously you can't just walk on the side of the road.
Well, there's been books written and stuff with suggested routes
Right.
that take advantage of lanes and stuff.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah, I mean a lot of it probably is A roads, and you just got to walk on the side. But I don't know.
It's frowned upon, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard shoulder.
It's rock and roll though. No, not the motorway though, just A roads.
You want to ask
Oh,
Jeff
right.
Stelling. Jeff Stelling's the man I ask for a long walk. Does them every year, doesn't he? Just goes for
Does
a long
he?
walk, yeah, raises some money for charity.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure he did Newcastle to London very recently.
Oh, the Jarrah March. Well, the Newcastle to London March.
You know how my brain works? I wouldn't do that on a whim. But if somebody was like, I bet I can do it quicker than you, I'd be like, all right.
This is
Oh, okay. As soon as it gets competitive, I'm like, oh, no, I'm interested.
this is around the world in 80 days.
It is exactly
In a hot
what it
air
is.
balloon.
Yeah.
I'll meet you back at London.
Giant mustache.
Yeah. So mine's not doing it, just the idea of walking,
I love
of
it,
walking
the
from
concept.
Land. No, the idea. Not
Oh,
the
sorry,
concept.
different word.
Because it's more tangible. It's more of a real thing than my concepts. They're more like sadness or the weather. But this is the idea of walking from Land's End to John O'Groats.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I remember reading about the Australian long distance runner, or I guess jogger, who everyone was like, all right, go. And everyone runs off, and it's just like a multi-day thing, and he's just chugging along at this rate. And I was like, look at this silly farmer person. Yeah, he was able to do that for days without sleep.
What?
So he shattered the records.
How?
You never read about that?
No.
Oh, that's great, because everyone's like, because it was misreported. When I read it as a kid, he didn't know that you weren't allowed to take rest. I was like, no, that's how he practiced.
Test
just
his
running
urine.
slowly, you can do that.
Yeah. What a freak.
Get his urine tested now.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing, because I fully subscribe to the theory there should be a dirty Olympics. Just to see how far...
Russia agrees.
Yeah, just to see how far the human body can be pushed. I would love to see it. If you're willing to give it a go, I don't know, just give me a call.
Yeah, how quickly can you go from top to bottom of the UK? Yeah.
I fell into a bit of a wormhole after this, and then I ended up watching a lad. He seems pretty young. He looks like he's in his early 20s or mid 20s, and he's hiking across America. Whoa! And he started in January, and he's still going now. I think he's in Nebraska. Subscribed instantly. I was like, click. Yeah, he's doing it for a charity though, which is lovely. He's doing it for some sort of veterans charity, like mental health of veterans or something like that. It was a good cause, and I was like, oh, go on, mate, go on. So if you're there, man, in Nebraska, keep going. He's only halfway. It's taken him 10 months.
Yeah,
America's big.
it's a big place, isn't it?
He started in Delaware.
Oh, no wonder you wanted to leave.
Hey.
Oh, well, that was a lovely, lovely idea. Wow, I can't imagine who's going to win. But you know what? It's not up to us. It's about the lovely Patreon supporters at patreon.com/Cultaholic who could place their votes for Common People by Pulp or Shatner. I've already done the other one. Can't remember. Such a good song. Or, alternatively,
Banksy.
yes.
I'm convinced that Man with Microwave or Microwave is Banksy, and that's his latest piece.
I can picture a Banksy of a silhouette of a boy handing a microwave to a boxer. And it's some sort of social comment.
Do you see the thing? You know the thing he shredded after
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
bought
yeah.
it. That went this week for like £4 to £6 million. I think I saw in the paper. The shredded version.
So things reading about art being a good way of doing a tax write-off. Because if they buy it for 4 million or whatever the huge amount is, then they donate it to a museum, and then they get a lot of tax write-off because it counts as a charitable donation.
No.
Just saying. Just saying.
Ted DiBiase.
Oh yeah, there you go. Sell a picture of Doc Hendricks doing that. Needs the money. Yes, Chris Eubank Jr. signs Microwave.
So good.
In brackets, possibly Banksy. In bracket. And the idea of walking
From Land's End to John
from
O'Groats.
Land's End
Yes.
to Land Beginning.
Yes.
I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Aye.
These 3 picks are yours and yours alone. Go to Patreon, place your votes, and have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
Vote safely.
Take care.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This week in wrestling, and I'll preface this by saying I watched the wrestling this week. There's not much I remember because it wasn't that remarkable. So some of the stuff would be like reading it for the first time.
There was no Dynamite this week, I should say.
Both
Wow, what a
literally and
feed.
figuratively.
Yes.
Oh,
There's no spark in the wrestling this week, I do believe. I
that-
thought it was a pretty mediocre to poor week of wrestling.
But
Eubank's
we'll be
dominating this
optimistic.
pod. The
I was gonna
Eubank
say,
family
yeah.
are dominating this podcast. Spies.
it was not simply the best. That was Eubank's theme.
Oh,
I
was it?
see.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it would come out and be like, that's, you know, when wrestlers come out and the beat drops, that's how it would come to the ring. Duh, 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 simply the
There
best.
should be more boxers who just fully go in on a character like Eubank did.
Mate, I
Also-
love him
Character?
so much.
You
Well,
see
it's-
the Louis Theroux documentary? It's not a character.
It is a
It's a way
character.
of life.
He's the who is he? He's the Undertaker of boxing. He doesn't break
That's
it.
the thing. Have you done the Netflix game yet?
What's that?
Undertaker versus New Day.
Oh,
yeah.
Ross and Sam
Me
did.
and Sam did
Yeah.
live on the channel.
Oh,
It's a,
lovely.
it's a video if you want to watch along with us.
Oh, I did it by myself. I beat it first time.
You beat it. Nice.
Are you supposed to beat it first time, or is it?
We did two different endings, 3 different endings, and they were both the same but slightly different.
Oh,
You get
okay.
out the house each and every time, but like one time we came out via just like leaving a coffin. The other time we
I
walked
did that
out.
one.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite Bandersnatch. You have to do
No.
that one.
No.
Oh,
was that
that
the
was
the
mint.
Black Mirror one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've never done it, but apparently it
Oh,
was really
mate,
good.
play if you like those type of things, like the
Choose Your Own Adventure, yeah,
that
yeah.
was mint.
The only
Love that.
other one I've done previous to this Undertaker one was a one with Bear Grylls. And you get
Okay.
to go like walk through a jungle with him and like, do I go through the river or do I go up the hill? And I got like 2 in and I got a bit bored.
But is it a proper Choose Your Own Adventure? I'll go down the river. So footage of him being washed away. Ah!
You have killed Bear Grylls.
Yeah, a shark eats him. Anyway, SmackDown where there's no sharks. We open with a contract signing for the SmackDown Women's title match. Belair is in the ring. Sasha stood on the announce table, and Becky sat behind her own table on the ramp.
Completely natural.
Yes, they all argue, and Becky flips her table, which distracts Belair, even, allowing Banks to attack them from behind. They all brawl, and Belair lifts both onto her shoulders at the same time. She puts Banks on the signing table and slams Becky onto her. Nobody actually signed the contract, but then later in the night, Sonya Deville gets Becky to do it.
Yeah, nobody signed it.
No. On Twitter this week, were you given the option to downvote tweets?
No.
Because I was. It's a thing.
You got it.
It's a thing that tests out. It's a little
I've seen people get the option, to getting the
It's on my
rollout,
Twitter. I
but
can do it. If
Who
I
have you
could-
downvoted?
Nobody yet.
Oh,
But
that's nice.
If that Becky Lynch graphic in the sky thing
Ah.
was a tweet, I would downvote the SHIT out of that thing. What on earth is that?
What was it? I can't remember it.
Just
Oh,
Becky's
you know what?
head with the glasses and like
Yeah.
it's got big time.
Oh.
Oh, it's bloody terrible.
She's a heel?
I mean, yeah, if it's a heel persona.
But it's not. They think it's good though, don't
Oh,
they?
right. Oh.
It's like the Reigns one when he goes, ooh, ah, looks awful.
Is hers
Oh, no, I love the robot, yeah, because they're the heel ones. The face ones don't look good. That's
Is
the thing.
Becky's
If they're-
shiny and metallic like Roman's? And no.
No, she's not a statue.
What's the style of it?
Cartoony. I
Oh,
might
right.
need a young Jamie assist here. But
Giant
yeah,
Becky head.
Whoever did that was a terrible, terrible human being, and I think it
Oh.
might be Kevin Dunn. Who knows
course
what it
it
might
is.
be?
There it is. Oh, yeah, yeah, go on, look like
Oh.
big time Bex.
No, obviously, yeah, it fits.
No,
it being-
that's class.
What on
That's
earth are you
good,
talking
that.
about?
That's all right. That's good.
That is the most offensive thing
No,
I've seen all week.
why? that's it's like the entrance of Becky Land.
Yes,
Good that.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see Becky Land now.
I'm sure Metroland had his birthday this week.
No, did it?
Aye.
Oh.
Commiserations.
Rest in peace, Metroland.
Press F. Sami Zayn faces Rey Mysterio in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. Sami removes the turnbuckle pad, so Dominic tries to put it back on, but this allows Sami to whip Rey into Dom and roll him up for 3.
Quick message for Pat McAfee. Ray's first name is not Ray. Ray means king.
Yeah.
He's not called Ray.
Why? What did Pat say?
Just said first name Ray, second name, I can't remember what the quote was exactly. But
Oh.
Mysterio,
yeah.
probably.
But it's not like his name's R-A-Y.
Well, is the character of Rey in
Yeah, I was assuming-
in kayfabe? Is Rey Mysterio's actual name King Mystery
We don't know.
Jr.
Is it King Mysterious?
or Mysterious? I'm not
is,
just
right.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll defend Pat there. I assumed.
Well,
Again, I was
His
just
first
like,
name is Ray.
well, his first
His
name.
surname's
Right, well,
Mysterio.
His first name.
Like,
His
yeah.
first name.
Magical
Sure.
luchador.
His first,
Yeah, that's the
well,
appeal.
Is like
Get out.
No, because his like
Yeah, it's like his name's a bit. Hi, it's me, Jim Smith Jr. It's
It
like,
might as
oh.
well be.
But is
Ray
his-
and Jim are on the same level.
But is Ray? So if Ray's name isn't, so is Kane's real name Kane in character, or is that just a
Yeah.
name he took on?
Well, okay.
I think that's just the way he sees himself because Kane, of course, saw himself as a superhero. That's why he dressed up in the bright colours.
We do see.
And had the cape.
Yeah,
That's right. We
yeah, almost a superhero, Kane.
That's the true lore of the character.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the documentary.
Yeah, and he
about
turned his family into ash.
that was the Undertaker. That was the
Oh,
that
yeah,
was the
it was
Undertaker.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Maybe it was Kane. Maybe
Was it
maybe it was
Kane?
Paul
Yeah.
Bearer.
The story
Who
was
burned down the Undertaker's family? Was
the
it
story
Kane?
was Kane originally, and then Taker came out and said, "No, I did it, didn't I? I'm a dirty boy."
He did it for The Rock. That's right. And then he ran over Austin.
The scars were only mental scars.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
right.
killer.
Right, and
Yeah.
and he pulled up the briefcase at King of the Ring '99.
No, that
Which
was
contained
was
the
that not-
secret of
who-
what happened
hasn't
exactly.
that been solved? Wasn't that Boss Man or someone?
No, it's Kane.
No, it wasn't. Kane wasn't in the rafters.
Kane was like, "Hang on, how do I get out here? Is it this button?" Didn't open the door. I wonder what that did.
The match was fine. There was a flip over the top, the Hurricane Rana thingy. That was all kinds of good, but this match was quick, and I don't know what to say about it apart from that.
Well,
Yeah, it's just building up more.
Early
and
King of the
more.
Ring round thing, wasn't it?
It certainly was a King of the Ring and building up tension for the big dog.
there was reports, yeah, that Ray and Dom are against like wrestling each other, and
What?
and I think that makes sense because it feels like this has been dragged out like a lot, and it's
Yeah.
almost as if like WWE are like, go on, fight, and they're like, no, and it feels like they're
Yeah.
just carrying it on and on.
Well, I thought they've thrown out there to point out, well, why is all this happening? It's just, well, it's filler. It's all filler until the draft properly happens at Crown Jewel. After Crown Jewel.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It could have happened at SummerSlam though. That's how far we're talking back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have.
But it is weird though, because who goes heel there? I can't see little Dom being a heel.
Well, yeah, well, Dom being
He's got too soft of a face.
a justifiable heel. It's almost relatable. I've got a famous dad, and I want to be my own person. I want to have people come up to me and sign their microwaves. He's a famous dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the first round, you know what's going to be? Dom's going to come out in a little suit and go, I don't owe any of you an explanation. My dad's first name is Ray.
You people.
In the first round of the Queen's Crown tournament, Zelina Vega beats Toni Storm in just a couple of minutes.
Famous jobber,
I'm gonna say
Toni
this again.
Storm.
I'm gonna say this again. Zelina Vega won a match. That's newsworthy. Beats Toni Storm. That's newsworthy. In what was it? 2 minutes or so?
Yeah.
These were quick. You could put these matches on Twitter.
Well, you've mentioned before on the podcast that Toni Storm, we got so used to seeing her never lose on the Indies.
Yeah, you're like Mil Mascaras.
Yeah.
No yob, no yob. It's like, why are you talking like that?
Did you know that she likes the 80s though?
Yeah.
Because she cuts this promo before the matchup, right? And she says if she wins the Queen of the whatever it's called, what's it called? The Queen's Crown.
Queen's Crown.
Crown.
Queen's Crown, that's the one. If I win the Queen's Crown, I will rule with the boldness of Joan Jett, the tenacity of Bruce Springsteen, and the epicness of Madonna. Because that's how human beings speak. What on earth is that? Just let her be from the 80s without saying, this woman likes the 80s. You've done it with Dolph Ziggler for 10 years now, for goodness sake. Him having a midlife crisis.
He's had more of a midlife crisis than any other part of his life.
Thinks he's that Nikki 6 or whatever, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
Aye.
He did dress as him once
Aye.
or twice.
Yeah.
Dresses him a few
From
times.
the years
time,
2016 to 2018.
Yeah.
Yes. But can we just copy paste the Sean Mortimer quote from the start? Why are you 6-year-old telling 20? Yeah. All the kids loving the Joan Jett. I mean, we do. we
Smashing
should, but-
Vince backstage. Bruce Springsteen. Young up and coming.
Yeah.
Do you wanna touch? Yeah.
Glory days.
Glory days.
Bruce is there.
In his
like,
head, it's 984.
Oh, Jack Atkins the other day with a scathing critique of a local legend, saying,
What?
I like Sam Fender, but he does just want to be Bruce Springsteen, doesn't he?
Oh,
and I was like,
shut up.
no, he's right. I'm afraid.
Oh, what a horrible person to want to emulate. Yeah, Bruce never sold the record. Bruce Springsteen.
Don't know. I just, I enjoy Sam Fender in interviews more than I do singing.
I like that
I'm
deal
not
with him.
too much of a fan of his music. Like.
Ooh,
I like his interview. He seems like a nice lad.
yeah.
When he's on the radio, I don't turn him on.
Tell you who
But-
went to the same school as Sam Fender?
Who?
Richard Tubman.
Richard Tubman.
What school is that, Richard? Give it a shout out on the
The
podcast.
School of Rock.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Whitney Bay High.
Whitney
Whitney Bay High.
Whitney Bay High. Sam Fender.
Aww. Do you reckon his real name Sam Fender?
It is.
Is that actually his real name?
Aye.
What a happy coincidence.
Tell you what, he was at Ernest about
Plays
a
a
month
guitar,
ago.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Oh, well done, you.
I know things.
I'm Sparkplug Bob Holly, and I drive the car. I'm Sam Fender, and I play the guitar.
He was at Ernest not long ago. Didn't see him, I just heard.
Yeah, again, that's what I mean. We'll probably exist, but I'm not going to go see him.
I think he's all right.
Yeah.
I saw a video of him recently rating different snacks. It was one of those YouTube ones. It was North versus South. The North won.
Yeah.
He was nearly sick when they made him eat jelly deals.
Oh, it's too right. They look awful.
I never tried them. I know they exist.
No, same, but they looked minging.
It's the
I'd try
only-
them, though. Oh, you know what I tried making this week? Because I went to the butcher's, which you always go to get your meat. And they had pig's trotters.
Oh, no.
And I've looked at them going, I don't understand how you can eat them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a hand.
Yeah.
It's literally. May Young's kid. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do with that? And looked at some options online. It's like you braise it for 8 hours and went, all right, Hoyt soy sauce on it, like the recipe suggested. Slowly
Well,
cooked
you actually
it.
did this.
Yeah. God, did it smell.
Yeah.
I went, you get them raw and you're like, well, this looks disgusting. It's like, yeah, but it's meat. Cook it for 8 hours and go, okay, here we go. Yeah, not very nice. Believe it or not, groundbreaking news here. Pig's trotters.
What is
great.
it, though? I know what a pig's trotter is, but what's the consistency?
Bone and bits of hairs, it turns out.
Oh,
Goodness
no.
me.
Again, because I'm weird like this. I try jelly deals. Like on I'm a Celebrity. Have
Bush took a trial.
yeah,
The
they have
widgety grub.
yeah, like the bollocks and all the other stuff you have to eat. I try them once,
Yeah.
to say I've eaten it. So that's the type of attitude I have with food. So I got pig's trotters. I'm like, go on then, let's be having you.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, they're exactly what you'd imagine. Yeah,
That looks like it's from the film Alien. But I tell you what, though, the worst and most scathing review of a jelly deal I've seen in all of my
go on.
life was Rate My Takeaway, who put one bite, Big Danny did, in his mouth and then was like, "Phew, get it out of my mouth."
but how do you have it? Just jelly
In
deal
a
by
bowl,
itself?
Yeah, it's like it was simply covered in the gelatin stuff you get in a pork pie.
Ah,
You're
right.
simply covered in that. And
Oh, that's the jelly bit. It's just jelly.
guess so,
oh,
yeah.
I
and
thought
you get
about
served
it.
with some sort of sauce if memory serves, and I don't know. Any cockneys, let us know.
So what sauce could you have with that?
I don't
Mayo.
I don't think anything would work. But I think the match between Vega and Storm was a good back and forth.
Oh yeah,
matchup.
right, wrestling.
But who the hell wins when the code red? To put some wrestling analysis on this thing. Who wins with the code red these days, eh? Huh?
There's someone I can think of who's been hitting code reds, but I can't
Well,
remember. who.
Goldust have been hitting
Is
them
it
for a while,
Zelina
but he
Vega?
doesn't win
It
with
might. No, it was it was Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
She didn't win with it though, but she was hitting Charlotte with them when they had their brawls
Yeah.
before the match and stuff.
You're right.
yeah.
That's like winning with DDT.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns asked Paul Heyman if he set up Brock Lesnar's free agent status. Oh, good. I remember this bit. Heyman pleads with Roman and says he would never do such a thing. He says that Roman would definitely beat Lesnar at Crown Jewel, but Roman wants him to say it to Lesnar. Heyman looks into the camera and says that Roman will retain his title. And that's not a prediction. Like the back of an F1, that's a spoiler. Yeah, it's gonna. But just him going, Heyman, and grabbing his little little puffy cheeks. And I go, God, that was hot.
That was hot.
What?
God, that was
Oh.
hot.
And it not like watching this. All right, here we go. No
Don't
promo.
you-
All right,
don't
whatever. Grabbing him in his face. And
Don't
look
you
at me.
sexualize
I'm
my,
like, yeah.
my
I'm like,
tribal chief.
whoa. Wasn't thinking of. Whoa, tension here between Roman and
Goodness.
Heyman.
This segment to take this sort of turn, Matt.
That's what I was.
Goodness
That's
me.
what I said watching this.
Do you want Roman to be your tribal chief as well?
I don't associate the grabbing someone's face and going, look at me, with wrestling promos like that. But I was like, oof. Mr. Heyman. Oh, okay.
Mr. Heyman.
Well,
Mr.
he
Greg.
was the one getting the grab. I mean,
Not the one doing the grab, but
he
the
was
one
the-
being
I mean,
grabbed.
Roman's hot anyway. We all know that. I mean, woof, look at the man.
I know.
Don't make many of
What's
him to pound.
What's happened here then?
Hey, that's what I was thinking.
No,
Just to make
what's
sure I'm paying
happened here
attention.
to this?
But just to clarify,
Have you ever done that
you
to
were
someone or
getting-
had someone do that to you?
What?
Like, in a nice
What kind
way?
of question is this?
No?
I'm not one of those
A few
folk
shots
that,
of
like,
Fireball whiskey, go up to someone you like? Or, hey,
used to be the thing back in the day when it choked me, daddy, all these
No,
girls.
no, he's not getting choked, but he's just
That'll be
the
next
grabbing
week.
of the face. Just,
That'll be tonight.
So to
Make eye
clarify,
contact.
it's the vision of Paul Heyman getting grabbed by the jowls, which is getting
Yeah.
you a bit hot and sweaty.
yeah. I said
It's
it.
not the fact that it's Roman doing it.
Oh,
'Cause he's
yeah,
a
yeah, you
big,
know, it's like-
handsome man.
Yeah, someone else did it. It's a bit weird, but like big sexy Roman doing it to you, it's like wow.
So it is Roman.
So you're
yeah.
putting yourself in the shoes of Paul.
Yeah.
It's not Paul.
Jowl me, daddy.
Yeah, that's why me and Ross were so shocked there.
It sounds like
'cause-
we're getting turned on by
By
Paul,
Paul.
going. "Brr."
I'm not turned on. I'm just surprised to see something like that in a wrestling segment.
Well, okay.
I have the wonders of the internet to be getting my jollies
It
off
does.
without
It does
watching
have
Paul Heyman.
undertones of like the
Does it, lad?
The
The
right
overtones.
Does it?
what's the terminology here? A sub and a dom.
Does it?
It
Because
does.
These are the previous
but
ones.
you thought Joe Gacy was a witty social comment.
We have Paul Heyman saying directly to Roman Reigns. I've written it down here. I love you too, my tribal chief. I love the Usos too, my tribal chief.
It's just all right. Well, okay.
I know.
What's it like? Yes, mistress, no mistress. Is that what they say? I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Yes, Minister, I think it was called.
Minister.
No, I'm joking.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like that. Have you seen any of that?
We watched it in politics once in A level
Oh, okay. It's a good place for it.
to demonstrate what the civil service is.
Oh,
But the teacher was just bored that day.
yeah, I was
clearly.
going
It
to say that
very-
sounds like. Oh, I'm very glad. Does anybody else have that at school where they're like, "Well, you've done the 20 minutes of work that we set. Yeah, cool. Here's this one VHS we have of The Simpsons.
Yeah, but
We had that in Blackadder for RE.
history teachers loved putting on Blackadder.
My
Oh.
RE class for the entirety of year 10 was just watching My Name is Earl.
Wow.
If Mr. Binderman is still alive from King Edward's V High School in Morpeth, what a guy. Björ Binderman was his name. Björ Binderman. What a guy. Lovely beard.
Wait, the whole of.
The whole of year 10, I did no RE. I sat there and watched My Name is Earl from start to finish. Every single RE class without fail. Because Björ Binderman, the RE teacher at the school, could not be arsed.
How did
I mean,
Björn-
neither could I, be honest. But it was you're just really cheap in the experience. Like, yeah, well, what's that one VHS of it? And one time in the class, we tried to see how much of the dialogue we could do at the same time. I've seen it that many times. But My Name is Earl. Wow.
This was like 2007-8
Yeah.
season. That's how I see school years as seasons.
So would you do any work beforehand? Or
No,
was
no,
it-
just-
I go right into it.
Just sit down, pull the blinds down, get the projectors that used to be on the ceiling. Do you have those in
Yeah.
your school? Just fire it up on there and watch My Name is Earl for an entire school
That's
year.
I
amazing.
feel like
Lazy teachers.
we're telling multiple stories per segment, and I'm worried. that
Oh,
the
sorry.
longest- No, it's
because
not.
I've got nothing to talk about with this wrestling apart from Paul
I mean,
Heyman getting grabbed in the
We
face.
can go from that to Carmella versus Liv Morgan. What a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
What a load of rubbish. After Extreme Rules and this, that, and the other, whatever's happened in the past, Liv should be winning this match with a plumb.
Yeah.
With a plumb. But what did we get?
What did we get?
One
Someone knows.
step forward and 2 steps back. Nobody gets too far like that.
Yeah.
That one,
Yeah.
Who's that?
Like
What
Cha-Cha
song's that?
Slide. Yeah, what song was
I
that?
only know that off Grand Theft San Andreas.
What's the-
One step forward, 2 steps
it-
back.
No way.
Oh, Rick, it's like a country number, innit?
Oh, I thought you were doing like Paula Abdul. 2 steps forward.
While you
Cha-Cha
search,
Slide.
While you search for that, though, I've got all the they've had 5. This what we saw on SmackDown last week was the 5th singles match they've had since the start of June on TV. Carmella and Liv Morgan.
What was the lyrics? Sorry, 2
One
steps.
step forward and 2
Thank
steps back.
Because at first I was thinking.
Nobody gets too far like that.
thinking
Fifth
of
singles
Kissing
match that was
Myself.
on Friday. Carmella won the first one.
Yep.
Liv won the second one.
Yep.
Liv won the third one. Liv won the fourth one at Extreme Rules, and then Carmella won on SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know what? That sounds like SmackDown.
Yeah,
Sorry, it was one step forward by the Desert Rose Band, but I don't need the Desert Rose Band now.
that rings a bell from San Andreas. That does.
Yeah.
They have a couple of songs on there, I think.
God,
Yeah.
how good the San Andreas and
The
all
whole
the GTA soundtracks
the whole
were.
Queen's Cup is clearly an afterthought. Queen's Crown.
Yeah.
Because all the matches are lasting like 2. As we'll see on Raw as well.
Oh, yeah.
The matches last like 2 minutes.
Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Madcap Moss, he's back.
Hey, it's Channel 5, it's Milkshake. Best presenters ever. Here for Happy Talk. They're interrupted by Kevin Owens, so Moss intercepts him on the ramp, but Owens beats him up. Owens gets in the ring and attacks Corbin, but Moss recovers and the pair beat Owens down.
Oh,
Richard, what instrument do you find in the bathroom? I'll repeat, everybody. What instrument do you find in the bathroom? No?
Go on.
Oh, well, I had a guess, but it's vulgar.
Go on, then.
Well, I was going to say tromboner flashed in mind for some reason. I know, I don't know.
But
Welcome to Milkshake, everybody. It's a tube of toothpaste.
hey,
The Mad Hatter's back 2 weeks in a row. I know I've called him Mad Hatter on purpose, but that's what he's going to be in for me from now on because I got him wrong last week.
Yeah.
Mad Hatter Moss.
Is that the joke you told in the
That's
segment?
the joke he told on the segment.
Oh,
last week,
God. I should
Corbin
have
was
remembered
like,
that.
give me 2 big ones and a little one in terms of jokes. And he was like, joke.
Yeah.
And now he's got a tube of toothpaste. I can't even talk. A tube of
God.
toothpaste.
I like that.
I don't.
I like those crap little jokes.
Fantastic. The highlight of SmackDown.
What bees produce milk?
Boobies.
That's right, Ross.
What do you
Both
call
watch Shooting Stars.
What do you call a magic dog?
I don't know.
A labracadabrador.
Oh, that's great.
Thank
That's
you.
so bad. Thank you. Yeah. Naomi confronts Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, wanting to know why she hasn't been included in the Queen's Crown tournament. Sonya says Naomi will be in the ring next week against Sonya herself.
Why does
Dun,
Sonya?
dun,
Why
dun.
Ross has mentioned this a few times now, and he caught it. Well, I don't know if you caught it early or if people just didn't care enough to say, but you were right. Why does Sonya hate Naomi so much?
She keeps saying she's just like essentially a waste of space. But I'm saying that's a former 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, for goodness sake. I think maybe.
Yeah,
I think that's what she
think
says.
so.
And it's Naomi. She's good.
Yeah.
Friends with Tamina.
Well,
She's got everything going
no
for
one's
her.
perfect.
Once every 6 months, like mainstream Twitter will just take notice of her and go like, "Who's this amazing ass
I
kicking
forgot
woman?"
about that. They're like, yeah, look how great she is. Like, wow, yeah, that's great. And then
And then they,
Well,
don't
that's
do,
gone.
they don't do anything with her. Yeah.
yeah.
It is bizarre.
A gif of her doing the splits will get like 50,000 retweets.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, "Nah."
Yeah.
Sasha Banks will be in Star Wars, and they'll go, "Meh." Star Wars.
Oh, wasn't that the thing when
Hot Ones,
they asked
yeah.
the Star Wars casting director saw her on Hot Wings or Hot Ones.
Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Hot Wings. I'm hungry.
Did you see our hot ones?
What's that?
Did you see our hot ones?
Oh, I loved your Hot
Oh
Ones. Yeah.
man.
Oh, not again.
Oh,
not for
no.
Me. Not for me, Jeff.
It's always good when we see friends dying on camera.
The thing is, though, I think it was Luke through there, one of the Brew Crew, brings out the bottle we had and then a bottle which was way more severe.
How can it be more severe?
Oh.
I couldn't imagine.
Do you want to give it a go?
No,
I'm
you
sure it's in
don't.
the fridge.
You know
On
what?
camera, yeah.
No. The worst part
Oh
wasn't.
no, I want wings. I want to drink hot sauce.
I'm
No,
just put a rich tea biscuit. That's what we did.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh,
it was,
what?
Yeah, it was
No.
crap. Yeah, it was crap.
no, I'm not doing that. No. You and your
wor-
jelly deals and your hot biscuits.
The worst part wasn't the spiciness for me. It was the after, like stomach really hurt afterwards.
Oh.
Really, actually hurt.
When I didn't used to drink, and people play drinking games, I'd have like a very hot chili to bite into it.
Why wouldn't you just have a Pepsi?
I really should have back. Well, that's not the. It's supposed to be a ha punishment. You know.
Oh, right,
Now I
okay,
realise
yeah.
now it's not actually that punishing to have a shot of vodka when you're playing Snakes and Ladders.
Well, if you
But,
don't drink, you don't drink.
Yeah, but God, I wish I drank then. Aye. Yeah, so here's the slightly heel Sonya. Cheers. Finn Balor beats Cesaro in the King of the Ring tournament.
Good match.
And when Cesaro was having that big push.
Yeah.
I was about to say this was Cesaro being very Cesaro-ish in this matchup. Lovely performance. Stellar. Fantastic wrestling action.
Smooth.
Was never going to win.
Liquid wrestling.
Yeah.
Cesaro deserves the world, and he's not got
We've
it.
said that for 6 years.
We have.
It's not happening.
Yeah, no.
He's not
it's not
aged though in that time, which is good.
Yes, he looks exactly the same.
He does. Yeah, he looks fantastic.
What a nice life he has, though, Cesaro. He just form on Instagram. He doesn't seem to have much admin to take care of at home. Goes around the world doing his wrestling, drinks his cups of coffee.
Hangs out with Sheamus.
Aye.
I think part of it's that he seems like such a sunny person. to be around as well. Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
And why not?
He's got a massive winky as well.
And he's got a massive
cock,
winky.
yeah. Drinks horse blood, yeah. What a man. All night, Seth Rollins has been wondering if Edge is going to show up, taunting him for, what? The home invasion last week. Oh, yeah, that. He heads to the ring and says Edge can have any type of match he wants. He also says that Edge is disappointing his own family by not accepting. Edge arrives and spears Rollins. He goes for the chair leg crossface, but Rollins escapes. Edge says he wants Seth inside. Hell in a cell. Rollins is shockedface.png.
I didn't put that. That was your
sorry.
little. Did you slip that in?
Just WWE's. But yeah, we're getting a Hell in a Cell as a result of a feud.
It's
Russ,
groundbreaking stuff.
They're doing it. They're doing how they used to do it.
Yeah, because when did we have Hell in a Cell this year? It was June, July?
Yeah, I had to think, wait, we've had Hell in a Cell. And I had to check, wait, did it happen? And yeah, it did.
It did happen, yeah.
But it was because it's pay-per-view contracted.
Can you name a Hell in a Cell match that took place at Hell in a Cell 2021? Because I'm sat here now and I'm struggling to remember.
Versus
Drew?
Maybe. Yeah.
Goodness
Yeah.
Was it?
I'll have a look at the card while he's going on. I'll have a look
They'll
at the
actually
card.
beat him. Oh, God.
But it is refreshing to see, is the point we're making, that, TLC 2021's been cancelled. Hell in a Cell match is taking place not on a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Maybe the end is nigh for the gimmick pay-per-view.
One step forward. Can we keep it like that? Don't do the rest of the song. One step forward. Let's see if I
Do you want the full card or just the
Just
Hell in a Cell
matches?
matches?
Hell in a Cell matches.
Bailey versus Bianca Belair.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, there was only two, I think.
Yeah, good. There's
And then
usually
a
two.
last chance match. Bobby Lashley beat Drew McIntyre.
Oh, last chance. But then on
Xavier
SmackDown, they did Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio. That's his first name.
And on Raw, they
and
did
then
Xavier Woods versus
Yeah.
Big Bub.
Yeah.
And Xavier Woods beat him, didn't he? Inside Hell in a Cell?
Oh, I thought he beat him in a normal match.
No, he
with
beat him in a normal match,
Oh,
and then a rematch. Lashley
Dead
killed
McCall.
him because then Kofi's on the outside, and he's like, "No, my friend." He's like, "You think this guy's dead? Wait till we have our match."
Yeah.
And then he died, and then came back 6 weeks later after no one said it. Yeah, it was weird.
But I don't know what Rollins was thinking, because he once again mentioned, just by mouth, Edge's family. He even said little girls. Taking it one step too far. We know that Americans and all Canadians, those from North America, do not like it when you merely mention family. It
feel
wouldn't
like-
bother me. Would it bother you?
It would be, you know what? Little girls, I can see that bothering, but wouldn't it be great if he goes, "Your family, people like Gangrel." Hey, you leave it. You take his mouth.
Don't you say that about Gangrel? Yeah.
He's property of White Wolf Inc. So that is happening, and it feels normal. But a lot of SmackDown. Did you like that thing we did last week? Yeah, good. We're doing it again this week.
I
So,
feel like they'll have a good. They can put on a good match though.
yeah,
It depends what
just
they're
gonna-
allowed to do, innit? Like,
It does.
again and
It does.
again and again.
we need to mention as well from the news. I saw a report saying that apparently Bray Wyatt was difficult to work with or something, and there was issues they had with his weight, and that's what led to his release. I think it was Zarian, that Zarian fella,
Andrew.
the mother loud phone, tweeting out saying that was the story. And I'm thinking to myself,
Was him tweeting him.
that's baffling to me. The fact that
Who said that?
Andrew Zarian of Matt
Matt
Men.
Men.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt
He's got-
Men.
He's a handsome man, Maffew.
He said there was issues. I'm sure. I know what you mean. Yeah.
He said there was issue. Apparently,
you can
there was
grab my
issue
face.
Bray Wyatt's weight, even though when Bray Wyatt returned at WrestleMania, he'd lost so much weight, just to repeat here, that people thought he was Bo Dallas.
Yeah, like-
right. So that's
We
a
had to
load
get
of
Sam
bollocks.
to-
Surely.
we had
The
to
guy
get-
who lost loads of weight was in it.
We had to get Sam to analyze a sliver of tattoo that was visible and be like, "Sam, is this real or fake?" And he was like, "I think it's real." And we were
Oh
like,
man, it was obvious from his movement. It was Bray to me, anyway. But like he was in incredible shape from what he had been before.
Do you remember when Undertaker disguised himself as Kane? And
Yeah.
started doing Kane's moves, but better than Kane. And everyone was like, "Don't do that again."
I remember seeing just that and thinking, wait, has Undertaker been Kane all this time? Even when he was wrestling? And I was like, how does that work? It's like, Jesus, Matthew, you have to take a
That's
break.
the thing you don't realize until he takes the mask off. He's like, oh, he's got a bit longer and a bit darker hair. But it was incredible how similar they did look.
Yeah.
And people going like, wait, Cyclope is Dean Malenko, and people in the crowd going, you can tell that's not how Cyclope usually wrestles.
They all know Cyclope matches.
Yeah.
But I was,
When he beat
Still
the Rock.
Jericho's ring announcements.
Oh,
Silver King. If he
Marty
wins 5 more
Jannetty.
matches, he'll be upgraded to Golden King.
Mark Jenny going, rock, 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 never stop.
And finally, Villano. 4.
but like going back to the point, it was like
Sorry.
what they're allowed to do inside Hell in a Cell. Because obviously Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins had that one a couple of years ago where it was booked silly. The big hammer was good.
Yeah,
but the little hammer
He tried
was
to
bad.
impale him.
Yeah. So if they stay away from... I've got all faith in Edge here, basically, because Edge is good at the storytelling. That's one thing we've learned since he came back.
Yeah.
I didn't know that already. So he'll put on a good storytelling match, I hope.
He can do
All
intense
my
phases.
faith is in Edge.
Yeah.
You can do it, Adam. I believe in you. Optimistic Ross.
Wow.
Well, I prefer to be on the third person.
Optimistic Ross, a new character on the podcast. AEW Rampage. CM Punk takes on Daniel Garcia, accompanied by 2.0. Punk wins the pile driver and the Anaconda Vice. But Garcia looks good in defeat. He certainly does.
He does.
I love now that Punk's thing seems to be, I'm taking on a guy who's like half my age. Cool. I'll be Bret Hart.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at it. Pretty good
Pile
at being Bret
driver, the
Hart.
figure four, obviously getting the sharpshooter. Yeah.
Pile driver was in the conversation for my move of the week.
Ooh.
But it's not quite
That
named
didn't win.
everybody. No.
But you remember CM Punk's pile driver on Cena?
Yeah.
What a match.
God, it was like picking up a table. He was oh, man.
I've got to say,
Wasn't it just on a Raw?
It was the number
it
one
wasn't a
contender.
The big long Raw
for,
match, yeah.
Title.
And they just were like, I will just throw in a pile driver.
Yeah.
You said title like Bret Hart there without even trying.
Did I?
Title.
My title. The WCW.
He always sounds like he's slightly far away.
Oh, he's in Canada.
Where?
I was going to say, though, I was fully not on the Daniel Garcia train up until this match here, but this made me a fan of him. Because I was just like, what do they say? Like, why is he in all these main events all of the time? And I was like, oh, he's really good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Shame on
took-
me for being late
Right.
on the train.
If you took the people that the hyping on AEW just by your wrestling Twitter versus who they hyping in WWE, the dream match right now apparently is Daniel Garcia versus Tony D'Angelo. So backstage. Sorry, Colin.
I'm kind of waiting to see if if Daniel Garcia ditches.
What's he doing here?
Is he going to like batter 2.0 and go out on his own, or is he going to need them for a bit of spice, as Chris Eubank Senior was there?
Oh, I think he needs 2.0 for the
Okay,
spice,
fair enough.
absolutely.
Fair enough.
He's
But
a very good
they're
wrestler,
very
but,
silly, and he's very serious. I guess that's the
That's
point.
good. It's like
Yeah.
Hades with Pain and
Pain and Panic.
Yeah.
It's like a little
What a
MMA
reference.
Randy Orton with the Singh brothers. No, that's not
Yeah.
even right, is it? A
No.
little MMA Jinder
You know what?
Mahal
Don't try
with the
this.
Singh brothers.
Yeah, you work for me now. Wait, what?
Pain and Panic. Reporting for duty.
Yeah.
What a film.
I have just 20 minutes to beat CM Punk.
When I
And you are
rewatch,
both wearing CM Punk merchandise.
when I
Oh, yeah, like what could they be wearing for wrestling? Oh, I know. Shoes. That was the main discussion topic.
no, I can't be asked.
Speaking of WWE, but I just want to use this to segue because some people asking about shoes and whatever Vans. I might as well show them off.
Oh, crap check.
Oh, there
My
they are.
God.
Whoa.
The can't hear me, can you? Sorry. The Nightmare on Elm Street Vans.
Wow.
It's the first shoes I've bought in about a year. I'm not a shoe person, but I saw. Oh,
Are we
and
all
then,
doing
look,
it?
Look,
Oh.
Ross's shoes.
There are my Vans. They are the comfy cush in the sort of
Yeah.
maroony.
I'm wearing New
ready-
Balance.
Maroon, the regal colour.
Aye. Well, Top Dollar don't like you.
Because I'm wearing New Balance, I
Or
know.
me, all three of us.
Oh
people-
no, he's not doing straight to hell.
Because I put
Oh, he's
that
on NXT. He knows what that feels like.
I put that thing on Twitter yesterday saying that Top Dollar's not too keen on Vans. CM Punk likes the Vans. Whose shoe review should I trust more? And people were saying it wasn't that Top Dollar doesn't like Vans. It's that he was using them because they're cheaper compared to what he was saying on the other side of his conversation, whatever, the Jordans or whatever they're called.
God, I don't know.
Shoe culture confuses me.
Oh, I'm completely on the deck.
Richard,
I
what shoes are you
I
wearing
like
today?
watching people talk about it, but I'm out.
Adidas Superstars.
For my predictions, war against Andrew with this loud phone. I've been dressing like a young buck. And
Yes, you have.
It's been a happy coincidence that I'm not to say we live with. We work with a guy who has a shoe collection, varied and vast, and it's amazing. Jack Atkins, who has all these posh shoes that you get off that StockX for hundreds and hundreds of pounds and all this sort of stuff. And yeah, it's a bit of a I don't get it personally. Shoes are shoes, aren't they?
Yeah.
As long as
No,
they're
I work
comfy.
with someone. Yeah, right. Shoes is shoes, but I work with someone who they're the shoes as well, but they were like, have you seen the South Park Towley ones they produced for like the special? And I went, no. Can you get them? He's like, no, they're sold out. I'm like, oh, how much is that? Oh, about 600 quid. So I'm like, oh. No, I'd want them, but not that. That's why I bought these.
I was
in
watching
case.
that CM Punk thing where he goes to that shoot.
That was great.
$40,000.
But does Salt Bay make it for you?
That fraud.
Hey, I'm happy for him if he's getting the money, but what's the story this week? So I went in and goes, oh, I'll have a bit of salt. Didn't even check the prices. And was like, wait, what?
39? Was it that one? 39 grand? Oh, my God.
Oh no!
No, it's just to get in the place.
Oh yeah, do you know Jack Atkins at all? Have you spoken to him much?
A bit.
He's been here a little bit. Do you know he's pushing Richard for like coolest man in the office?
Yeah.
It's close. It's hard for it. It's My Way or the Highway times.
That's why
like
Oh.
I have to be cooler than you.
You
Rob.
think? I love the fact that there's a bunch of cool people in the office.
That's the only
It's
reason
two.
we have 2 offices.
2 cool people.
Because we couldn't have them both in the same space, so
Oh.
we had to send one downstairs and have one upstairs.
Ding ding
Kinda
ding
cool.
ding ding ding.
Look at Rich
ding,
just
ding,
seething behind the
ding,
camera
ding,
there.
ding,
We're just
ding.
saying this right now just to annoy him. He's almost as cool as Jack Atkins.
Well,
it's weird though because I reckon here's my honest assessment, right? If this the scenario we have, I think Richard still takes it in clothes.
Oh,
But when it comes to shoes, I don't know what Richard's shoe collection is like, but Jack Atkins has got them all.
yours is much worse. He's admitting his shoes is
I
worse.
don't know what other categories you have in sort of drip terms. Shoes and
Dripology.
clothes. Accessories. Richard's got sovereign.
Richard could pull off the was it the JoJo shirt you had? Yeah, he can pull that off. I wear that. I look like, be asking for spare change, but he pulls it off. It's like, wow, that guy looks so cool.
So does Atkins though.
Atkins is where he wears one of those fisherman hats. What they're called?
But he actually looks good. He actually looks good in it.
Huh?
Docker hat.
Docker hat.
Docker hat, where it's like a beanie but rolled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we wear that. We just look like plebs.
Mine
That's what I
looks
mean. The
like a
people
child.
pulling off those looks, I'm so impressed.
And Atkins is straight edge. Does that give him an edge?
He's got a straight edge tattoo on his leg.
Oh,
And he's Scouse.
Scouse edge.
Scouse edge. You think you know me, lad?
Okay, my eyes. The Lucha Brothers successfully defend their tag titles against the Acclaimed in what was going to be as good as this match was going to be.
Yeah.
We've got to speak about Leo Rush first. That
Certainly
backstage
have.
segment.
Backstage, Leo Rush argues with Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. Sydal is skeptical of Rush's promises, like to retire. But Rush says he'll get Sydal a match against Punk next week.
He's booking matches now, is he?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Because he's
Leo
all about
Rush.
the money.
But he's Leo Rush. He's not TK.
No, he's a wrestler.
But they're both money and whatever, I don't understand.
No, I don't know about this.
You know what? Punk versus Sydal. I remember when RW Mid-South did the To Catch a Rising Star, that was the name of the show. The CM Punk was leaving, but he put over Matt Sydal on his way out. And he was like, this is the dude. This dude will be something someday. And now, in
when was
2021,
when was this?
2005.
How old was Leo Rush?
No, Sydal.
Oh my god!
Leo Rush would have been
I was
5
gonna
years
say
old.
like what? I was like what?
This 5-year-old would be so good.
Okay, put over side out. Sorry, right.
Jim
Yeah.
Cornette's head explodes.
I didn't know that, so that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill squashes Sky Blue and beats her down. But Thunder Rosa makes a save with a steel chair.
Thunder.
This match did not go 2 minutes. It went longer.
3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Quesadora attempt from Sky Blue was silly. Right?
What happened?
She tried to do a Quesadora, but Jade's got that Phoenix thing finisher.
What's a
Beth
ca-
Phoenix's
what's a-
finisher called? Glam Slam.
What's a
Glam slam.
quesadilla again?
Oh, bad Betty. Glam
roll,
slam.
Roll through
Like
thingy.
a Mexican cheese dish.
It's a
right.
quesadilla.
Yeah.
The quesadilla won't start with one deer.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a meteora. Sorry, I'm thinking of Sasha's knees.
Yeah.
Right, what was the quesadilla?
She ended up with her legs round Jade's
Oh,
midriff
the
and
thing
then
that
she
all
took her
lucha
arm.
people do.
Yeah, and then
where
you
they go
roll
the reverse
whoa,
powerbomb and then- yeah.
right, okay.
Trying to do that against Jade, knowing her arsenal was silly.
Well, I guess that's why Sky Blue's inexperienced and working her way up the ranks. Maybe
She'll
she'll
learn.
learn. Yeah.
One day she'll learn.
I like her. She's got a charm. She's got a certain charm.
Sky Blue, more like Sky Green, am I right? Because she's new.
Green. Thank you. Sorry, I was slow on that.
And then Ricky Starks defends the FTW champion against Brian Cage, speaking of the Dirty Olympics, in a Philadelphia street fight.
Allegedly, Maffew. How dare you?
God, who wrote that? Jack, that's just disgusting. Allegedly. Stark wins, but needs help from Hobbs and Hook along the way.
Send Hook.
It's actually, yeah.
Send Hook, send Hook. They said it 3 times and he appeared.
Yeah,
He's
it's like Candyman.
Like that Candyman Phil
Exactly.
Nye.
So this went as was be expected. I don't know what's happening with Brian Cage. I don't know what element is just them having a bit of fun when they're constantly slagging him off on commentary, which seems to be realistic.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
is he actually going to be around? Because he's done now, isn't he? He didn't
This
regain the
match-
title. He's
to
supposed to be the face. Ricky Starks and Hook's getting cheered more than him. Like, where does he go from here?
To be fair,
Apart from Impact.
the way the match was booked, he got a lot of offense.
Yeah.
And he was very, very good during the match. But then again, he did lose again, like he always does. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Maybe he's the Cesaro of AEW.
Who better?
But soon the Cesaro of AEW probably will be Cesaro.
We didn't speak about the Acclaimed.
We did briefly,
Acclaimed.
but I'll say it again. Yeah,
Oh.
the Acclaimed, they had a match, the tag titles, against the Lucha Brothers.
And it was good.
It was good, yeah.
No, it was good.
What was that? Andrew's phone?
I think Andrew's playing Flappy Bird. Oh my god!
What is that?
Kendo stick being smacked against the wall outside. But Ray and Penta doing Ray and Penta things, so Taz say, it's like watching one of my old highlight reels.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of the match for me.
That was good. Yeah.
I honestly thought Anthony Bones perished by that finisher because his head was sticking out like a thing sticking out of the bottom of a thing. I don't know what to say there.
Yeah. There's many things we could do, but we'll
It's
can't say 'em.
Pacitti flattening cardboard boxes.
That wasn't the metaphor I was going to use. Yeah, he's got the big neck muscles, so be all right. So,
Hopefully. But it looked devastating.
yeah.
He's just stamping on them. Just hear him out
So if you hear the
there.
noise in the background, yes, Pacitti is currently wresting a cardboard box.
He's carrying it to a 2-star match. Fair enough.
Monday Night Raw. Oh, God. Drew McIntyre starts the show and says he'll beat Big E for the title at Crown Jewel. Big E interrupts and says, in his own special Big E way, that he'll retain the title. They're interrupted by the Usos, who are here to figure out who'll face Roman Reigns in the champion versus champion match at Survivor Series. And the Usos challenge Big E and Drew to a tag match before jumping them and then get a pair of super kicks.
Big E
I'm not
trying to
saying-
make Drew corpse.
Yeah, that was probably the little highlight, but just, okay, it's a segment to start Raw.
Oh, Matthew's in a bad mood with
And I
Raw this
didn't.
week.
Drew coming out, I don't get, again, I
You
like
get
Drew.
turned on by Paul Heyman's jowls flapping.
Anybody getting there.
But you don't
Look at
get
me.
turned on by Big E saying that he lets the juice from the taste of the spoils of being champion drip down his chin onto his neck and betwixt his nipples
What's sexual about that?
like cum. I just love the use of the word betwixt.
Betwixt was amazing.
Betwixt. What did he say? A few months ago, he said, cross the Rubicon.
Oh,
Or whatever. I'm like, wow, he's got a vocabulary on him.
how
I had
does
to
he
check
have,
what that meant.
how does he have time to have such big pecs and be so well read? Do you think he straps a book to the bar?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
every time he brings it up, thesaurus. But yeah, Drew McIntyre come out going, well, I had such a good time representing the company and being a company man during the bad times that I should win the title again because I like being... What?
Well, they're just getting
No
the
one
crown
likes
jewel.
company men.
To be fair, he was a bit heelish in this opening segment, I thought.
Well,
I guess there's
I
got to be
booed him.
someone, hasn't there? But it's a weird feud to be putting on at this time because we all know Big E's going to retain, don't we? Famous last words, I know.
No,
Potentially.
he definitely
Yeah.
is. Because Drew's going to SmackDown and everything. Yeah. And in another world where the Universal Champion could potentially go to Raw, I'd be like, oh, maybe Drew could win, but there's no way that Roman's moving. Surely
But could he lose
Roman?
to Brock Lesnar after the crown jewel?
I feel like no.
But Brock Lesnar's a free agent.
Tell you what, if this was... Oh!
Doesn't he have to be... Wait, yeah, if he wins a title, then doesn't he have to
then
be...
no, he can go to Raw if he wants. He's a free agent. Oh!
This draft's
you've
good.
Just,
They won't do
you've
that,
just
will they?
blown my mind.
Yeah, you know what? I hadn't thought about
I
that.
don't know, actually.
Because he only shows up every 3
and why
2
have they
months,
made such
so-
a big deal of this free agent thing? Oh!
Because they're saying, don't get your hopes up.
What are
We
the
know we
odds?
put him over Kofi Kingston to start a SmackDown and it would change the
He's
channel.
got like 6 years to go until he beats Bruno Sammaritano's feud, as you would say.
That's his name.
Bruno San Marino.
Sammy to his friends.
What was it he used to say? Sammaritano?
Bruno Samaritano.
Sammaritano, that's the one. Beg me pardon.
Beautiful. All the Italians just going, oh, marron. In the King of the Ring tournament, Xavier Woods reaches the semis. Ooh, by beating...
no, don't
by-
just slip that
Oh,
in.
yeah, don't be... Oh, yeah,
Don't
not
just
nice,
slip that in.
lewd, disgusting podcast. By beating Ricochet. Thanks for coming. Yeah,
Go on, Woods.
Xavier Woods looking very confident
You know
against
what?
Ricochet.
So I'm worried about that they're doing this just to rip everyone's heart out. When
Yeah,
Woods gets the final and
definitely.
loses. I'm scared.
Of course they are.
Can
'Cause
we
they-
speak about the suplex? Sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
The superplex. I've never seen hang time like it.
Oh, it was a good one.
It was really worthwhile of me cutting off Jack there just to say that. So what
I was just going to say something like, if they don't let people win in their hometowns, then they're not going to let Woods win King. They might let him win King of the Ring.
Well, of course, Ricochet got good height on this. He is the man that management forgot. Gravity forgot.
But ultimately, it was his own exuberance that was his downfall.
Yes.
Heard Ricochet's
Poetic.
indie theme for the first time in a while recently. Oh,
I thought it was terrible, man.
no!
What theme?
It was like a punk thing. It was like, oh.
It's like from an 80s high school film.
No, it's not.
The student radio station playing in the
Tony
background.
Storm is a big fan.
Maybe if one of the friends in the high school film goes off and falls in with the bad crowd, and then they go into their clubhouse to investigate, that's what's playing on the radio. Yeah. Bell's Angels.
Sign on the door saying no women allowed.
No, it's just good song. I liked it. Forevermore.
That sounds like a song you'd love, yeah.
Well, it was a bit more hardcore than my punk's normally a bit more like, oh my god. So yeah, I'm still good. It sounded like
Don't waste your time.
Pennywise or something, a band like that maybe.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
The Hurt Business beat Mansoor and Mustafa Ali.
Oh my god, no. I don't know if I've written it in this part or if it's later, but no.
We have the match time here, but this was about 2 minutes.
Oh no.
The matches were really, really quick this week.
And it's because of these stupid damn millennials, right? These snowflakes with their attention spans of less than 2 minutes, okay? Can it keep their heads out their phones, right? They're ruining the wrestling, these snowflakes. Aye.
People are going to cut that out, not realising you're being ironic. And then you'll be deed.
You'll be Joe Gacy.
Yeah, no one's worse than that. Come on, Jack. Say things we can't take back. Later on, Ali falls out with Mansoor backstage and beats him down. See, I say no all the names right.
He's an idiot, Ali. What's he doing?
Ali's an idiot.
Ali's an idiot. He's taken on Mansoor in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
you can't be doing that.
The biggest and best streak in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
He's on to nothing there. I've forgotten the phrase.
Yeah.
What's this?
He's on a hiding to nothing.
A hiding to
isn't he?
nothing.
Yeah.
That's the one.
The road to nowhere.
You know
road
that
nowhere.
meme of the little dog and then the dog with like the jacked dog?
Yeah.
That's Mansoor in Saudi Arabia. You can't beat him. Yeah.
In the Queen's Crown tournament presented by Duncan Ferguson, Shayna Baszler beats Dana Brooke. Backstage, Charlotte says she doesn't care about Shayna or about who wins the SmackDown Women's title crown duel because she's better than everyone and who cares about herself. Thanks, Charlotte. I can't wait to get cheered at the pay-per-view again.
It was another 2-minute match.
Yes, it was.
For what it was good. Like, you know, the roll-throughs and whatnot. But I know not every match should be lasting a long time. And maybe this is
But not
the
every
one
match should be lasting a short time.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe this is the one match that should have been 2 minutes in a sea of matches that was 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rebuild that storyline about Dana Brooke being crap. And the commentators talking about her being crap.
She said to Corey Graves, huh? You like that one, huh? Where she did a move, huh?
And then she lost.
Then she lost, yeah.
What a great story.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was, but I don't think there was, but I'm hoping there was a reference to. Remember when Dana used to be Charlotte's like minion?
Yeah.
She was Emma's minion, and then she was Charlotte's minion.
Do you want she dressed up as Ric Flair for a distraction at a pay-per-view?
Yes, I do remember that.
Was it
But now you've
Battleground
reminded
or
us.
something like that? 2016? I don't know.
The
but
memory on you, Ross.
it's not there.
That's so impressive.
It's not there. But she did that, didn't she? But she's always been a minion. She was part of Titus Worldwide for a while.
God,
She was the secretary there, I guess.
Oh, yes, she was.
I
forgot about that.
I mean, that had to do good stuff. Like she's an entree rather than the main course.
I like her voice. She's got a strong accent.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke.
Is she from Boston?
She's like the female Bully Ray. Oh, wait, she's from Boston.
I don't know.
Well, I
Sounds
thought
like
it's East Coast, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
East Coast, yeah.
I think of Bill Burr.
Oh, you had Liv Morgan's accent, by the way. Oh, she's very like that.
Yeah.
I can't really do it. but, yeah.
Australian.
No. By the way, I've got to say, when I was doing my New Zealand impression, Ross wasn't here. It was you and Tom were here.
All right.
And I was going, hey guys, how's it going? And then you and Tom both laughed at me because it was South African. Fraser, the king of impressions, clarified to me, no, you were right. It was New Zealand. It wasn't South African at all.
Oh, and how does Fraser talk?
Fraser's good at impressions, all right?
Yeah.
I'm annoyed because he's usurped me as the office impressionista.
Yeah. But I mean, when you've done like impressions of Fraser
hello there,
before,
mate.
you don't do the Edinburgh
Hello.
thing. You do
Oh.
like,
My name's Fraser. Hello?
oh, okay.
No, I do-
okay. Now it's moderate, but it used to be like, I'm Fraser.
No, that's probably Ross. Roasters Jen like that.
That's a Jen.
That is how Jen. That is how Jen.
That's actually not that
She's
far
got a dirty Glaswegian accent.
yeah.
Fraser's got a lovely Edinburgh
That's what I mean,
accent.
yes, yeah.
Oh, hello there. I'm from
I've not
Edinburgh.
heard from Jen for a long time.
No.
And I just assume I've upset her. So if
No,
I have, I'm very
she-
sorry.
No, I was thinking this as well, but she replied to one of my
Hang on, message
tweets
you,
recently,
so
and it was honestly a relief because I was like, have we annoyed Jen? Are you going to give Jen a message?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, last time I messaged Jen was that time when she said she could beat up a panda. And we were talking about it on this podcast. And I messaged her saying, oh, panda, could you? And all she replied was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, Jen, what? What's happened?
Just get out me, yeah. Well, I'm
So I hope you're all right. Hope you're all right, Jen.
I need to ask her how to carve a pumpkin. I do.
I don't want to do that video. Oh.
Spoilers.
Oh, building tension.
I'm
also,
so bad at it.
I'm saying it just because of getting the how are ye? There you go. I could think of what else to say. The Shayna has got full on tribute to Warhammer gear on. I blinked and didn't notice it until
game?
Catch Wrestling.
She's
yeah,
a big
the board
fan
gaming.
of porn,
tabletop.
isn't she?
She is.
I
yes.
don't know.
Well done.
Right.
Blood for the blood god.
Let me explain
Skull
this.
for the skull
Can I
throne.
explain this to Ross? Try to, anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't want anything else in the world. Go
Sam's into it, so
is he?
I'll have to live with him for a few years. I've picked up a bit of Warhammer from osmosis. So you choose different armies. You can be an army in Warhammer, right? And there's the good ones and there's bad ones, but they're all bad, really. I think is the point.
Yeah, the point
But
is in the future,
in the grim
everyone's just fighting
dark
each other.
of future. Okay. So one of them's called Chaos, right? You can be the Chaos faction, like in New Japan.
Whoa.
But much like a faction in New Japan, there's several splinter groups within. And one of these splinter groups are all about blood, and Shayna Baszler's a big fan of the blood faction. The other ones are disease, magic, and like sex. They're the
Bloody magnets, how do they work?
Blood, it's like that. It's like that Red Hot Chili Peppers
yeah,
song.
it's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Blood, disease.
Oh, I'm talking about
blood,
like that,
disease,
yeah.
sex, magic. Which one are you? Do you like Tazinch?
It's been wow.
It's dropping knowledge, man. Warhammer.
Yeah,
I'm
this
a bit-
is a bit like the films where it's like, oh, this man doesn't know how to play poker, you know, and then he's
Yeah.
oh no, I lost all my money.
Oh my god! Imagine if there was a
Blofeld's
Bond.
gonna kill us.
Imagine if Bond turns up to a casino, but it's a Games Workshop, and he's got to play the villain at Warhammer. That would be the best Bond.
Mr. Bond. you thought against my orc army, did you?
They deliver him like a goblet of like Mountain Dew and some Doritos. It's like, yes.
How'd you like your Mountain Dew? Monster Energy, shaken but not stirred. Anyway, as 20% of the podcast switches off, yeah, that's what she does.
But 20% of them would have loved it.
Yes. Riddle challenges Omos to a singles.
Is it a rich man's game, the Warhammer?
Oh God, yes.
Because I was going to say,
Oh
when I
my
was growing up, you never ever heard of it at school. And I'm from a proper working class area. Me, like, Warhammer was never a thing in school for me.
You can steal them.
The only time you saw it was in that shop in the Metro Centre where no one ever goes. But
Games Workshop?
Someone's always playing Warhammer in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like the idea of it, and our friends who do it. But then you go, wow, this seems cool, and I go, why haven't I got into this more? How much for paint? Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
you've got to paint them yourself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't come
perfect.
ready prepared.
No, that's the
Part of the-
idea.
part
Is you
of the
paint them
joy,
yourselves because
apparently.
then you can paint them whatever colours you like. So I guess you can have, Macam Space Marines or something. You're that way inclined. So, yeah.
Let's just do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, guys.
That'll
Sam
work.
can be the DM.
Yeah.
Aye, we'll all be characters.
The GM, but that's good.
I'll gan him.
The DM, the GM. That's wrestling.
No,
The
yeah.
general manager,
What's a DM?
dungeon master.
Oh, we call it GM all this time.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's games
Wait,
master.
is Jack just schooling me this week on nerdy crap? Oh, okay, cool.
I'm trying to think of the nerdiest thing I know now, just to drop in.
Hey, how about that punk band? Riddle challenges Omos to a singles match. Omos absolutely squashes him while AJ cuts a promo from ringside. Omos wins and Styles goes to hit the Styles Clash on Riddle for good measure. Orton's music hits, but he doesn't come out. AJ and Omos look around frantically and eventually Orton sneaks in the ring to hit Styles on RKO, which he is contractually obligated to do every episode of Raw.
Yeah. So Riddle's an interesting. He's one of those. You know when someone gets in a tag team and then loses half their wrestling ability? Because Riddle was like being built up as like a strong singles guy, and he was like a mid card champion. Was he the US champion? I think
Yes,
so.
he was.
And now
He unexpectedly won it in
Now he's.
February.
I know it almost is almost, but Riddle's like losing to him in seconds. They could have had someone
Everybody
else.
loses to Omos.
They
They
could have
losing to
had
Goldberg. It's all right.
Omos's roundhouse kick to Riddle in the face, which they replayed several times, was
Is that
fantastic.
your move of the week?
No.
Oh.
That was third. Pile
Third?
driver, Omos, and we've got one at the top.
Looking forward to it.
Aye.
So I've just realised that whole Warhammer thing came from Shayna Baszler being a corn.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Ross, I'm so sorry.
See, I thought you were speaking about the band.
Yeah, no, it's spelled slightly differently, I
It's
think.
an E
yeah.
on
Because I look at
Anyway, I hate
Shayna
it.
Baszler's Instagram, and she's always doing the gym stuff with like Pantera or Korn or other bands of that ilk playing on top of it.
Yeah. Some aggressive music.
Aye.
See, Maffew Justice has that at DC Dub. So his that walk by Pantera hits like, hey, oh,
It's Rob.
yeah. I'm like, you can't use a theme like that, can you?
Big claim coming up here. The Kilgore version of Walk
Oh,
is superior to the Pantera version.
whoa,
It's
why?
heavier. It's slightly more
Heavier?
rhythmic as well.
Heavier than Pantera.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it.
Oof. Oh.
I believe in it as well.
Oh.
Aye.
It's just hot take Friday, isn't it?
Hot take Friday.
Hot Take Friday.
Let's rename the podcast
Hot take Friday.
Next week, can you introduce it as welcome back
Yeah.
to Hot Take Friday?
Everyone was like green screen
Change
explosion.
that now.
So good. So, any crypto news recently?
Bobby Lashley cuts a promo on Goldberg, who recently implied that he may kill Lashley.
He did.
And he can do that in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
Bobby
my
says
word.
that isn't behavior befitting of a WWE superstar, a Hall of Famer, or a father. He says he'll end Goldberg's career at Crown Jewel, thus turning him face.
He called him a dog. Bill Goldberg, you're a dog, and you're a dog that needs put down.
That's always the reference they go to. It's an old bloke in WWE. Ric Flair, like old Yeller. I'm going to super kick you in the face or on the back of the sheds.
Goldberg, like Lassie, you can't save anybody.
That's right. I'm going to drop you down a well, Goldberg. You're like, help, help. And I'm like, no, it's just a well.
It's strange how much death that both of them are mentioning in their promos. It's been a thing for a few weeks now, and
Because the match is going to be death.
Hey, it
they're
might
building up to something here. Could you imagine if they do a kayfabe death? Like
Yeah,
Goldberg-
baby kills
like,
him.
like Lucha Underground.
Goldberg spears Bobby Lashley so hard it kills him.
He's never seen again.
Splits in two.
Like Darth Maul.
Oh. Even Ross is bringing it now, the nerds.
Yeah.
Try to point to the camera and everything. Yeah.
That's the one film I've seen.
Yeah, again, Goldberg still insisting, I can't believe that you attacked my kid. And Lashley's still like, no, your kid jumped on my back, so I hit him. It's fair game.
Lashley's right, yeah.
But yeah, as you said, people in the Americas, they're like, oh, my family. Oh.
It is strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, go on, abuse my mom right now.
No.
Go on.
I don't
On the
feel,
podcast.
I feel uncomfortable doing it.
Go on, don't say abuse my
Go on, just
family.
say something terrible about my mom.
Oh, she's probably
Your
she's
mum's
probably not
spag
very-
bowl isn't that good.
She's probably not very good at gardening.
Your mum doesn't trim her hedge.
This is the most British thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Your mum puts the milk in first.
but your mum's microwave doesn't sign by any boxes.
Yeah. Not even Huey Fury has signed your microwave.
I keep thinking you're making up a human being there.
His
but you're
name's
not.
Huey Fury, I swear.
Huey Fury.
Yeah. Huey Fury of the Fury family.
I bet your mum's Chaos Space Marines on painted very well.
Oh, now, hey. All right,
That might have been
that's
too
enough.
far. That
Yeah,
one.
hang on.
It's strange, isn't it?
But you're like, yeah.
Water off a duck's back.
Yeah, we used to say, like, something's wrong. With your mum.
Your mum.
I'm like, yeah, she can get it.
I was watching an interview with Bryan Cranston. This
Oh,
week,
okay.
And some guys like, so you shot Breaking Bad in this place, and well, I live there. And what's your favorite thing about that place? Do you like that place? Albuquerque, I think. Do you like Albuquerque? Blah, 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 blah.
okay.
And he goes, yeah, I've been there loads to see your mom. And everyone goes, whoa! And I want to know what the reaction to that kid was, because no doubt he pulled out a gun and shot Bryan Cranston.
Chance to do a
Daring
Hell
to
in a
mention
Cell.
his mom.
Yeah.
Aye.
Hey, Brian, how dare you? I'm from Albuquerque. I don't know who she is, but if she heard that, she'd be very upset. So, yeah, that'll happen. Austin Theory beats Jeff Hardy in a match, briefly interrupted by the wacky 24/7 division, which I think we should stop talking about until something different happens.
Yeah.
Austin Theory taking the selfie.
It made me think of
he plays a prick really well. I wonder why that is.
Are you calling him a prick or his family a prick?
No, not his. Big Daddy Theory.
This match made me think of when Karrion Kross lost to Jeff Hardy.
Did it? Was that a happy memory? Or?
Do you remember when that happened? Everyone was like, what the hell
I do remember it happening. Karrion Kross is still affected by it.
But we've got a new lad on Raw here who's beaten Jeff Hardy. Like he probably should be in 2021. No offense to Jeff Hardy. Stans? Is that what
That's it.
I said that like that? Stans?
Sorry, Jeff's lost everybody in still be hour. So
Yeah,
no,
that's what I mean,
you're
yeah.
exactly right, Ross. Yes, Austin Theory should be beating someone like Jeff Hardy and then looking good against him. So, God, that cardboard box is celebrating after beating the
camaraderie in
cheeky.
the office.
They're going, my phone's louder than your phone. I bet it isn't. And then in a weird moment, just like WrestleMania 4, we thought we're getting Steamboat Savage 2 because that makes far too much sense. We got something else instead. Jinder Mahal beats Kofi Kingston to meet Xavier Woods, the King of Rings semi-finals next week. You all right?
It's still going on.
I know, it's
They're
shocking.
buzzing.
How dare they?
They're buzzing. They've been on the whatever Ross had last
We're
night.
trying to
Whiskey
dis-
Toppingtons. I can't remember what they were called.
Whiskey Toppingtons!
I went to private school, man.
A hot toddy.
Hot toddy.
Hot
no.
toddy.
Whiskey Toppingtons.
Hot Toddy Friday.
Me and the boys, we used to sail down the river in Durham, drinking our Whiskey Toppingtons. I've made it sound really posh.
Wasn't it talk about that, the gangs at the private college you went to or whatever?
Eh?
That one time on the podcast. Yeah.
I was speaking about gangs in the Morpeth area.
Yeah, and then you talk about like the opposing rowing team or whatever.
Oh no, this must have been at Durham.
Yeah.
At uni.
The houses. I remember that one.
There was the colleges, the different colleges.
Oh, it was a college thing, right.
But there was also the exiles in our college whose whole thing was because our college was quite a working class college, and their whole thing was like, we wish we were in a better college. We're the exiles. I was like, oh God, grow up. They used to go out on matching black polo shirts and wearing mismatched socks to show that you played for two different rugby teams. It was like, it was very pathetic. It was very stereotypical.
No, it sounds
uni.
very interesting actually.
The Butler exiles. Stupid lads.
Sound like a bunch of whoppers.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify again, like I do every time I say I went to private school. Didn't pay. I was on a work. They had I was a charity case.
Oh, so we paid for you.
Aye, thanks, lads.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Cheers, guys.
I'm glad it worked for you. So, how do we feel about Jinder Mahal becoming King of the Ring next week?
I don't know why they would why they would tease Kofi versus Xavier and then not do it. You can do it and still come out friends, handshakes and that in wrestling. It's happened before. My main takeaway from this matchup though was how stiff Jinder's body appeared to be. And Kofi was trying to do all these fancy maneuvers, but Jinder's body was just too big and too stiff to do the moves. Like he tried to do the SOS, and because Jinder was too big and too stiff, I don't know why I keep repeating that, but I am.
No, you know what you're doing.
And veiny.
Well, he's had his veiny in there.
He's vascular.
Yeah.
Well, it's relevant. Gender's a vascular man.
He is.
He's big and stiff,
He
huh?
wears that stuff that makes you vascular that the rest of the wrestlers wear.
Circumcised. What?
Carry on.
Kofi tried to do the SOS on the big, stiff, throbbing Jinder, and he nearly impaled himself on the mat head first because he was too not flexible enough,
Yeah.
not flaccid
Rigid.
enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boing.
Willie's a funny man.
It's been a Willy heavy podcast.
Has,
It has been.
yeah.
This is just one long succession of bits to cut out and put on Twitter.
But did anyone think this about Jinder? Was it just me being too
Jinder's been like that for so long.
Yeah.
He's like Brackus at this point.
How dare you?
Oh, okay.
He's
sorry.
the worst wrestler ever, isn't he?
I think Jinder just got.
Was he one of those guys where was Bruce Pritchard like, why do you hire him? Because well, we didn't see him wrestle first.
Is it since Jinder got like wedge, like massive, that maybe his mobility has been taken away slightly?
It can't help.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Just being like that all the time.
That Brian Cage video where they put a sticker on his back.
Oh, literally can't reach it. Oh, so good. Bianca Belair reluctantly teams with Sasha Banks to take on the equally reluctant team of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. What's that happening on wrestling in a minute? The referee throws out the match because both teams keep distracting and attacking each other. It says here, women, not Jack's words, the words of Matthew Craig. Thank you, pal. After the match, Becky, Belair and Sasha brawl, with Becky coming up on top. Charlotte stays out of it on the outside because she's Charlotte and she's smarter and better than everyone.
This was awkward and pointless.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
They were filling time, so we had. I guess the scrap added a bit to the source of the story, and thinking, these lasses legitimately hate each other here. They're scrapping, no one can stop them. But how will they coexist? And then how will they coexist How will any of them coexist?
Yeah.
Load of bollocks.
How will Drew and Big E coexist later on? You're like, oh, God.
The big brawl at the end made me yearn for that segment where Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky had that amazing brawl.
Oh,
and
the
she was,
kick.
kicking her through the car window, and they were fighting in the seat, like kicking their legs
it
and
was
stuff. It
great.
was so good. Then they were getting handcuffed, but still fighting.
Oh, such a
brilliant.
good image.
It was so good.
Yeah, this is nothing like that. No. Doudrop beats Natalya to progress in the Queen's Crown tournament.
Yes.
She's gonna
I love
win
this,
Doudrop. She's gonna win she's gonna win the Queen's Crown to defend all the people that don't fit in, and it's literally the script from Shorty G's promos. But substitute Control F and got rid of all the substitute of Shorty G Doudrop.
I love that the little story that the commentators sort of put into the match was, as it was starting, was like, Natalya's a Hart. Bret Hart and Owen Hart have great history with the King of the Ring. They are both fantastic wrestlers. Natalya will have to live up to their prestige here in the tournament by being good at wrestling. And then she's out-wrestled by Doudrop and loses in the first round. That's fantastic.
And she's not a Hart.
She is,
She's a
man.
9 Hart.
She's a heart.
She's a Hart. We're all Hearts here, look.
How bad is that? That 9 Hart accomplished so much, and they're like, "Wow, you know that dude that they're vaguely related to." Can't say words now. Jesus. That's right, Bret and Owen.
She's like her dad's tag partner.
Yeah. It's like, no, that's it. Like, I did do a lot in my career, pal. So, anyway, yeah, and then she loses because what's Natalya?
It's partly they telegraphed it with the setup. They set up the angle last week and had the match this week with Shayna and Doudrop. They set up that angle last week and they had this one.
Natalya telegraphed she's going to lose by appearing on Raw.
Oh.
we on about.
Harsh but fair there.
Sound like Ollie Ball there.
It's a line off Pro Evolution Soccer back in the day there.
Oh.
Trevor Brooking. Harsh but fair there. Sir Trevor Brooking, I do apologize.
Sir, exactly. Yeah, Doudrop. Woohoo.
Trevor Brooking reminds me of when Tubes asks The Rock a question on Soccer AM. I love Trevor Brooking. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? It doesn't matter what the Tubes is cooking. It's brilliant.
See him
Tubes is
rapping for
brilliant.
the first time, The Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
It's the second time.
Yeah, everyone's saying rapping for the first time. It's like, yeah, we remember that Wycliffe Jean.
Wycliffe Jean.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's all he did in the song. Like Wycliffe Jean did all the hard work.
He did some spoken word. But,
Yeah.
Rock got the hot tag and cleaned house at the very end.
One of the greatest periods of time in the office happened last Friday after the podcast. I walked upstairs and there was silence. People were enjoying their Gingerino's pizza. I put on Perfect Gentleman by Wycliffe Jean,
tune.
right? Jack Atkins stands up and goes like this and starts dancing like this, like feeling the music. And then, you know that bit at the end where it goes, Wycliffe goes, ba 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 ba. And you can't really understand what he says.
Was it when he Chocola? No, 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 no,
It's like
no,
there's sort of like a hum going on in the background. And he just pipes up with some lyrics going. "Da, ba, 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 ba,
Oh,
ba,"
yeah, right,
right
right.
at the end of the song. I'm like, Jack Atkins, what were those words? And Jack's like, I don't know that. And then Tom Campbell just reels it off. Not even looked it up. Just reels it off.
This must have been when I went to Tesco and I regret it massively because it sounds like I've missed quite a
Tom
scene.
Campbell just reciting Wycliffe Jean recklessly.
Aye, well, radio DJ Tom Campbell.
Yeah, he's probably heard that song a
Still,
lot
though,
of times.
you wouldn't expect it though, would you?
Nah.
I guess it would have been before he was a radio DJ, to be fair,
no.
yeah.
I would expect Tom to make up something.
Oh, did he
On the
make it
spur.
up?
Oh no, he
moment.
got it back.
Did you actually check it
Yeah,
out?
I looked up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was incredible.
Tom has that ability to talk complete crap, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and I have to wait for you. Oh no, you just made it up, haven't you? Damn it, I fell for it again.
It was incredible. I should have done it for the Hall of Fame.
Perfect. What a tune, though.
It is a big song.
I was
just
about
never
to look
forget
at
that
I was about to
visual.
look for the lyrics, but it doesn't matter.
Saying Amazon device, play Perfect Gentleman by Wycliffe Jean and Jack.
Oh my
Just going,
god. Can we start calling it Amazon device bliss so that people's Amazon devices don't go off when we say our name? Just whenever
Probably
we-
the best. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Or just Amazon device.
Yeah.
Then it signed to be this called device.
Hitting the twisted device.
Drew and Big E face the Usos, but they just can't get
How will
along.
they
Oh God, who knows?
Nobody gets along.
The tension, the sexual tension. They end up brawling on the outside and get counted out. The Usos beat them down, but Drew and Big E fight back and take care of them before continuing the fight in the ring.
Drew stood tall.
Yeah, great.
Drew stood tall. She's probably going to lose. Probably. But as we've learned, the Ross route that they could go, I'm calling it like because that's your theory, is, yeah, Drew could win. Lesnar could beat Roman and be a free agent. It's not the most likely, but it could
I think they're
happen.
both retaining. Like,
Yeah, but it's an interesting alternative.
Aye. This match was this didn't out for me either.
Yeah. This is just
It's
ticking boxes.
predictable, isn't it? Like, they can't coexist, can they? They've got a match coming up, have they?
It wasn't the most thrilling role.
Who will pull who out of the ring first? Drew did it first.
It was no, it wasn't his. Oh, hang on. No, yeah, well, it was an accident from Big E. It was Drew's fault. Yeah.
That's it. When we fight, it'll be the Land's End for you, Big E.
Take you to John.
That's right. When I wake up, I'm gonna. But I think I said this last week, and I probably said it the week before as well. It's when you've not got that much money left until payday, and you're just going off the pot noodle and that one egg that stinks a bit in the back of the fridge.
Pig's trotters.
The pig's trotters.
How much is a pig's trotter? Do you buy them in a set of 4?
No, but they cut it. That was great seeing the butcher just. Cause it sounds weird, but you know what? That's what they do. But they had the big cleaver, and I was thinking that's the first time I've seen someone use a butcher's cleaver like that. It's not been like a horror film and someone's chasing somebody with it. So it's like, that was worth it. That was worth that incredibly wasteful 8 hours of gas.
You got one pig's trotter.
Yeah, because I want to see what it was like.
How much?
I think it was like 79p.
Well, that's all right.
Right.
Oh no! If it was anything more than that, I'm like, no. It's like I got my less than a quid's worth.
I was expecting it to be more than that. A few quid.
No, but I got like a shank with it as well. No, that was all right. That cooked normally and that.
You like it?
Go on. I like the meat. There we go, Ross. Carry on, Ross.
Carrying Ross.
He's Ross. He's carrying Ross.
Carrying Ross.
No, because just a few weeks ago was the ham, wasn't it? The slow cooked ham.
Yeah.
The boiled ham.
Because I'm trying to get good at now that we're all out in the world. I've got my hair cut. I'm trying to get myself like Maffew. Look. Exactly.
Andrew's got a call.
Like, we can go out in the world. We can have people. We can socialize. It's lockdown mentality. Just get rid of it. And part of the thing is just me trying to get good at cooking. Because the idea is I'll have people around or I'll cook or just, rather than just the survival Bear Grylls. The pot noodle and egg special, So my thing is good. I'll know how to cook.
Oh, fair enough.
You never guess who is a good cook?
Who is a good cook?
Fraser.
I love this. We're just putting over everybody else in the office.
Fraser's good, man.
We hate the wrestling, but we love our mates.
It's not just it's the presentation of it. He brings in his own sandwiches, and it looks like he's been to a deli. Yeah.
Brown bag.
Looks like he's been in New York.
From home.
Yeah.
Nice.
You and I would bring in tin foil.
We would.
He brings in brown bag.
He does. Looks like he's been to
Levels.
Queens and
Levels.
popped in.
Yeah. The Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, just a bit of
Sarnie.
just a bit of pastrami and mustard there. We're there with our just ham Tesco sandwiches.
NXT 2.0. Oh, here you go. Well, I hope you're not lactose intolerant for this. The show, it's cheesy. The show begins with Legado del Fantasma kidnapping Top Dollar and B-Fab of Hit Row for crimes against shoes.
And why did Isaiah Swerve Scott not stop them immediately?
Because he had a North American title defense later on.
Oh, because he had his headphones in, I was going to say, because he's walking along with his headphones in.
Oh, yeah.
And they got kidnapped behind him, and he walks for a few comedy beats and then turns around.
Yes. That's the thing that happened.
Abduction of the night, number 1.
Yeah.
If you drink
Write it down on your bingo cards.
That's right. Get your hot topping
Campers.
Every time there's one of them, have another hot topping done. Tommaso Ciampa beats Joe Gacy, meaning that his title defense at Halloween Havoc is still a singles match.
Yeah, I didn't mention, but he did cut up Joe Gacy. I'm assuming you'll want to talk about the promo.
I've written down it word for word because this was the moment
go ahead.
where my heart broke. I was thinking me and Maffew might be onto something here, but no. Joe Gacy says, I represent all of you, all of my snowflakes. I don't know why I've written that down, but that's the quote I've written down. He represents all of the snowflakes. So yeah, it's definitely old man Vince McMahon just taking the piss, and that's a shame. It could have been so good with, this, fake woke person luring folk into a false sense of security and just taking their heads off, but no, it's just going to be mocked and mocked for weeks and weeks and then just eventually get released.
Yeah.
And he's a good wrestler.
He's a really good wrestler.
So
Really
Bruce
good.
Pritchard goes, you know what? He just wasn't committed to that character and all the dialogue we gave him.
But it's interesting, though, because it looks like he's got a bit of a relationship ting with Haaland.
Ciampa is attacked afterwards by Haaland, who beats him down. He grabs Joe Gacy, but Casey strokes his face, and Haaland runs off.
Why didn't you like that one then? You like the SmackDown one?
What, just
Why didn't you like that one?
because that was crap.
Oh, okay.
Roman did it with some force.
Yeah, he went, look at me. That's like,
Joe
oh, okay.
Gacy is too tender for Matthew's liking.
Right.
Yes, and you put him back in the oven for 30 minutes.
But it's like Festus, isn't he, Haaland? It would appear. I control you.
You know what? I didn't know what was happening, and I didn't care. Gacy checks on Ciampa, who shoves him down. Gacy grins in evil fashion. Ooh.
I thought it was a really pointless exercise if Gacy wasn't going to get added to the Halloween Havoc match.
I was interested to see how Maffew would take, because obviously you were, I think it's fair to say, like pretty sick of old NXT and the style and all the kickouts and everything.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling now about NXT 2.0? Because it seems like you're down on it.
No. Like, the first few weeks, I was like, look, this is fascinating stuff because it's such a car wreck. I can't look away. No. This week, it's like, oh, this is a bad car wreck. Because a lot of the novelty's worn off now. Maybe next week will be better, but this week I just wasn't feeling
I don't think it's as cut and dry as that, Maffew. I think there's still some highlights. Tony D'Angelo did a good promo. If they didn't have... I saw an interesting thing on Reddit once again saying Tony D'Angelo without the vignettes just doesn't work, does he? But the fact that they're doing the vignettes with Tony D'Angelo, and there's other bits which I'm sure we'll get onto where I'll say, yes, that's a good bit as well. But I can't remember them as I'm sat here right now.
I'm not enjoying
you're right,
some
though,
of the
Jack.
vignettes.
NXT 2.0 is interesting when there's like AEW one next or afterwards or like the day afterwards. With just this and some crappy episodes of Raw and SmackDown, I'm like, just wasn't in the mood for more WWE stuff.
Well, Tama Tonga beat Okada this week, if you want a bit of New Japan thrown in.
I don't, but thank you.
He beat him
How
on
was
his,
it?
beat him on his birthday. I've not seen it, but he beat him on his birthday, which is lovely.
It's not very nice.
No, he beat him on his own, on Tama Tonga's
okay, that's
birthday.
nice.
Guerrilla Tactics, it's time for warfare.
Yeah, and the Bullet Club splitting up or something? I saw that in Cultaholic
Tama
News
Tonga's
section.
Bullet Club for life. He's the only one who's actually Bullet Club
That's right.
for life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about the other divisions?
I was watching Impact and Phantasmo still had Bullet Club in his thing.
ELP, yeah. Oh, I just meant because Tama Tonga's the OG. I think he might be the only original member left. Fale.
Oh, didn't he say if you're not in Bullet Club now, then you're not in Bullet Club anymore? A while ago. That's why I remember that him being on Twitter angry because of like Bullet Club still being a thing of it. Oh yeah, because they officially called them the Bullet Club after
But
wondering if they
Phantasma,
were going to mention it or not.
Ross is right. Phantasma is still, and he was in Impact this week,
Yeah,
and he's still Bullet Club.
yeah.
Doesn't matter because New Japan's not cool anymore, is it? Eh?
No, do we even mention New Japan?
I mean, they've
with the
kinda-
fear of getting DMCA.
They've
think
kind
we'll
of
be
gone.
fine.
Whoa, hang on, what's going on here?
Oh God, is that the DMCA people?
Andrew, what's he want?
Keep that.
Andrew,
shit
take them
going.
out.
No, don't.
Andrew's
no,
just-
we're keeping it a surprise. Goodness me.
Do you like it? How loud's your phone? I'm sorry, I put it on.
Andrew's just talking to Jack. I don't know what's happening.
Don't be actually sorry.
Andrew, we're doing a podcast.
Joke about on the podcast.
I know, I know. I didn't want to disturb you. I'm just.
I mean, you have by looking through the
Well,
door.
you didn't have to come to the door, but thank you.
Come to the door.
You were looking at him.
Andrew, right, was literally stood at the door going, "Ugh," towards Jack.
Oh, you'd have to come to us.
Ah, well, will that make the cut? Who knows?
Yeah, go on. We like Andrew making a guest appearance. What?
How long have we gone?
Not long enough.
11:28. Yeah.
So what was up?
Don't say what he was wearing. It's a
He was
surprise.
teasing his Halloween costume.
Oh, tease.
But why would a man come to the window in the door and go, "Woo"?
Because he's
towards
feuding
Jack?
with you.
Well,
Towards Jack.
and
it.
then
And then say, "Oh, I wasn't trying to interrupt the podcast."
I didn't want you to come to the door. Now,
We're a professional.
I think what's
workplace.
happened here is clearly the Brew Crew are in quite a giddy mood today. It's Friday.
When
they're
the
all in the
naughty
sitting
kid sitting
I-
next to
yeah,
a cast.
I reckon
Swap
you-
the brews out for hot toppings.
toppings.
I reckon
Yeah.
on any other day of the week, if Andrew was like, I'm going to go and Pachitu, if someone was in here recording, Pachitu would be like, don't do that, no. But it's Friday. Go on, you scamp.
Oh, it's Friday.
It's Friday. Do it.
I'm so excited.
It's like
I just can't
Palpatine,
hide
do it.
Toxic Attraction cuts a promo saying that they're planning to leave Halloween Havoc with all of the gold.
Yes,
That's Queens.
Yes.
It's
Slay.
time.
Slay.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's live time.
What? Mandy.
Mandy time.
Mandy.
Whoops.
Doesn't matter what colour her hair is, she still kicks ass.
She's the baddest bitch in the game.
Yes.
That's right. They all have to say bitch.
Red, green, orange, yellow, purple, all the colours. Doesn't matter though.
Because the only the colour that matters is gold.
Yeah.
Aye.
We get a spooky vignette with a distorted voice telling us that they're going to bury the past so they can start again. It's almost definitely Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else could it be?
I mean,
Hasn't all the past been buried anyway, like from the previous NXT?
Could be Elias. His new gimmick.
and his
Go on,
new
Nick.
Shane Thorne.
and
God, I
his
forgot
new-
about Elias.
and his new accent. The problem
Please,
with
I've
doing
seen
this
Thorne.
is that she's the only New Zealander on the NXT roster, So no matter how much you distort her voice, she's still the only New Zealander on the roster. So I don't know.
It's that old DDP in 2001.
Imagine if
Could
it's
you
a
tell that
lie.
was DDP? Was it easy to tell that was DDP back in the day?
No, because it wasn't. It was Vince McMahon doing the voice.
Was it?
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
GCP bonuses. He said, yeah, Vince McMahon did the voice.
That people that if you could tell.
You could tell it's like, look at the Undertaker's wife.
What about? I mean, bang.
And the dirt is gone. Zion Quinn beats Malik Blade in a short match. Backstage, Ciampa gets into a confrontation with the grizzled vets. Bron Breakker, yay! Shows up to help scare them off.
There's another good part. Bron Breakker.
That's right, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. He says he'll stay by Ciampa's side until Halloween Havoc because he wants to face him at his best. If anyone knows about Halloween Havoc, it's a son of a Steiner.
Chucky.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention Chucky
During
being on
Raw.
Raw and watching, and they cut to the old footage because suddenly the lighting changed and there were signs of like, hey, greetings, we're in Winnipeg. It was like the one in Winnipeg this week. It was awesome. But the only thing better than that was Chucky tweeting, less talking, more wrestling. Ooh. Chucky's a smart.
Give Cesaro the bell.
Yeah, these hot takes from Chucky.
Hot Take Friday featuring Chucky.
That's right.
Aye, they won't get him involved, will they?
No, I think it's one he's paid for. I mean, like, what can they have?
If anything, it's a good thing that Mrs. Amazon Device has gone away for a bit.
Yeah.
Because that would have been the perfect fit, wouldn't it, with Lily and
Although
Chucky.
Damien Priest's got his experiences with the Supernatural after that zombie match.
Oh, God.
Remember, the best bit was when John Morrison started parkour kicking ass of various zombies.
And
Oh,
again,
God,
the
the Miz
commentator's
was-
going, wow, those are real zombies. Like, oh, come on,
I can't believe
guys.
Jeannie Miz didn't get mentioned this week yet. Seen Jeannie Miz?
Yeah, what a performance.
I didn't see the dance. I
I love The Miz.
Yeah, he's great. Great guy.
He showed us the world.
How do you know?
So he seems like a good guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's the only person I've seen on these reality TV shows where I like them more.
Oh, you're joking? You don't watch Roach to the Top?
No.
Oh,
Saw the
it's
first one.
Calamity
No,
Caters.
when I said I saw the first one, I saw a bit of it and went, oh, no. But no.
You didn't find Ricky Starks and Preston Vance putting a car seat into a car entertaining? No? How could they do it? We all asked.
That was a segment.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Cody was sat there going, I can't do this, man. And they were like, it goes in that way, man. And then Preston was like, no, it goes in that way, man. And it was so funny.
Do you see?
That's why I made it onto a TV show about the working at AEW.
Do you see Cody's tweet saying like trying to decide who my kid's godfather is going to be, but honestly none of the candidates are standing out. I wish I'd not considered wrestlers for this role or something. And then someone said, what about Kevin Owens? And he said, Kev could be a front runner, but he once kicked out of the disaster kick at 1 because someone told him to. And Owens just replied, no, I didn't. We've only ever wrestled in a ladder match before, and there's no pinfalls in a ladder match. Yeah.
I missed this.
Kev just served him. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But then he did say at the end, like, would love the Godfather position. He softened the blow at the end, but I love the fact that Cody was like, Kev once kicked out of a disaster kick at 1 because someone trying to shoot from the hip, and Kev just went, no, I didn't.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We've got to speak about Cody.
That's why Cody should have said, yeah, that's why he kicked out at 1. No, it's a ladder match. Get off.
Cody was in the press this week saying, I've not read the full quote, but the headline on Fightful was, I feel like Woody from Toy Story because of people booing him.
That's got to be a heel line.
And it's like,
That's gotta be
you watch
heel.
Toy Story 1 and you see Cody Rhodes. A new talent comes on the scene.
Yeah.
Woody tries to break them. A new talent up on the rise. Cody tries to break them.
I sympathise with Woody to a point in Toy Story, to a point, until he tries to kill Buzz, and then that's a bit far.
Yeah, and then he's like, whoa, hey, I didn't. You know, he just kind of, army men coming out, we saw you do it.
It's actually for a kids' film. It's so well written.
Yeah.
Amazing film.
That's when these films, when these films come out. Push Buzz Lightyear out the window.
I've had enough of that theme song forever.
What noise did Buzz make when he fell out of the Whoa! Zion Quinn beats
My Andy said.
I don't need you anymore.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Right, was that one too many, was it? Cheers,
laughed.
lads.
That was
Thanks.
good.
Oh, I thought you both... I didn't realise.
That was an agreeable yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm just trying to think of the Toy Story pun. Sorry.
You must have watched this week's Lashing Out with Lash Legend segment.
Oh my
I
god.
expected that kind of laughter.
No, it was really like she's
a cult leader.
She's a hypnotoad, yeah.
It says here, Lash Legend is here with another fascinating episode of Lashing Out.
Maffew, did y'all see the WWE draft last week? Because I know I did. The Raw and SmackDown rosters have gotten, come on computer, so shaken up they'll be lucky to make out alive, because I heard next year they're going to be WWE Squid Games.
It's just first of all,
The laughter was deafening.
St of all, it's just Squid Game. Right, she's got that wrong, or whoever wrote this. But secondly, who wrote that collection of words in that order? There's no meaning to it. She's just saying things.
Well, you ever seen the first episodes of Raw that they do in '93, where they're like, "Look, it's live, got it. Look how update and uncensored and cool we are," and they're literally just reading off the news, like, "Wow, Yokozuna taking out Virgil, like OJ Simpson taking out the charges for murder." Oh God, that's all it is, and it's so forced and bad. Wow, I knew it. Shawn Michaels beating Max Moon like a new episode of Wheel of Fortune tomorrow night. It's just the most forced.
Maffew, does anyone else go around the house saying, "Hit row"? Because I go around my house like, "Hit row."
Please stop.
It's
actually
so funny.
Get your point, but please. God.
Now that deserves two
Shut
snaps
up,
and a clap.
man. It's so loud. Oh.
You're louder than Andrew's phone.
Yeah, but that's emphasising what was happening during the segment.
Okay. It's just these poor podcast people.
Oh my God. My ears actually hurt.
Oh,
You can be
bless
jacked
you.
in it is.
But there's two snaps and a clap, but actually, they all went.
Oh,
They all did it in like perfect, like
In perfect unison. She's Charlie Manson.
it was scary.
Charlie Manson.
Charlie Manson.
Charlie Manson. Charlie Manson.
He's a little bit of walking and a little bit of talking. He's Charlie Manson.
What's this
Charlie
from?
Manson.
What's that?
Charlie Chalk.
Yeah.
Oh, just with Charlie Manson.
Before it became a
I
soft play area.
honestly thought it was a Bo Burnham inside song because I've not seen it. And whenever someone does a little song, it could well be Bo Burnham.
Yeah. Yeah, those Squid Games, eh?
I'm sorry for shouting everybody, but this segment annoyed me.
Did it really? Why was
Yeah.
that, Ross?
I don't get it. Like, why are the crowds so in sync with what she's doing? What's going on here?
I think they're just
Drugs.
bad actors.
Again, yeah, when you're watching segments going, am I supposed to be joining in with this? Am I supposed to...
I think we are.
But what's the dialogue? There's nothing...
Squid Games.
This...
There was no thread.
It's just a string of references.
Last week, right? Squid Games happened.
Yes.
And also last week, the draft happened.
Yeah, but that... I don't know, but that...
The two things that happened.
I go around the house thinking about Hit Row.
But she goes, hit row.
It's so,
Again, I love that they've redone the Abraham Washington show. It's
dear.
Again, please use the network or the cock and go look at that. The Abraham Washington show.
Also, Lash Legend sounds like she's really good at having a wee.
Explain.
She's a Lash Legend.
Oh.
She might be a legend of on the piss as well.
She's on the lash. She's
drinking.
a Lash Legend, yes.
Oh.
That would have been better. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I thought... All right. Ivy Nile of the Diamond Mine beats Valentina Feroz without much trouble. Malcolm Bivens and the gang try to cut a promo afterwards, but interrupted by the handsome jacket man from Tokyo, Japan.
That's a man from Tokyo, Japan.
That's right.
Yeah.
That almost works. Jiro faces Julius Creed, but loses. Of course, it's the Creed. The Diamond Mine beats him down, but Kushida runs in to make the save. He cleans house, but hesitates when faced by Ivy Nile, which allows the group to beat him down too. Okay, well, at least the matches will be good.
Well, yeah.
I like the Creeds.
Diamond Mine is another good... Diamond Mine, sorry.
I think I
is
said
another
Diamond
good-
Mine a few times.
A good thing. Another good thing
Yeah.
about NXT. The Creeds are good.
Yes.
Roddy is good. Malcolm is good. The Ivy Nile is good.
Yeah.
Wait. She's all right.
She's new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she'll get better.
yeah, she will get better.
Yeah, the Kush is good.
Do you remember she was on Titan Games?
Is that the one that Rock hosts?
I think so, yeah. She was one of the contestants on that.
They should mention that a bit more.
They should. Hey, that draft was so bad. It's like the Titan Games next to the...
I feel bad for shouting now.
No, it's all right. So I got angry. I'm sorry.
Nah, well,
Sure,
we'll-
Richard can
I was
alter,
gonna say, yeah,
alter the audio maybe, unless he just wants to be a sick bastard and leave it. He's just laughing.
Just shrugs his shoulders. That's right.
The
So good.
disrespect in this office. Richard, Andrew,
No respect.
they want no respect.
No respect. Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner, in capital letters, beat Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. Hey, why is he still here? In a tag match. Who's got your back?
Wagner's got your back. That's what I think he said on Vic said on commentary afterwards.
Of course he did. You got a friend.
Who's got your back? Wagner's got your back. It was so good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit strange how this one played out after last week. Because last week, Cal was like, oh man, I've got trust issues, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And then they were just getting on like, no, that was the matter.
Yeah.
Bit of a disconnect there in NXT. That's not the norm.
Can they get along? Can these WWE tag people just tag and...
But in this case, yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Against all odds.
Ah, what a nice story.
That was a good match, though. Everyone did their ordinary moves.
I mean,
and
with
whatnot.
these 3 or 4 people, yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly's current gimmick is has a big friend. That's his gimmick right now. That's very sad.
Yeah.
Andre Chase University is back in the... Oh, my
man.
God. Andre shows the class footage of him costing Odyssey Jones last week. Somebody says that he cheated, and Andre kicks him out.
Gets angry.
This is
It's
still
something
Andre
he'd be willing
Chase.
to discuss if he gave an F.
Yeah.
But he's going to give... Why didn't he follow up with, I'm going to give you an F? On
Oh.
his papers that he marks because he's a teacher.
He swore.
But it's not even...
What more do you want?
There was a perfect opportunity to put that into an actual teaching joke. And, oh, whatever.
He actually, like,
Stupid stuff.
I wasn't expecting him to, like, swear as much as he did.
He dropped 3 F-bombs, I think.
He's a proper teacher. The ones I had.
Did you actually have swearing teachers?
Yeah, we had to a bish.
Oh, we didn't.
I
Once it got,
swear, you'll never effing watch that one VHS, The Simpsons, during RE if you don't do the 2 minutes of work we've set you.
I found that once we got to A-level, some of them would try and drop in a casual S word here or there.
Best one ever was like, oh, this wasn't even that like, this is like lower school. When I was still down south.
Oh, yeah,
One-
you're
one
Southern,
lad-
aren't you?
For a bit I was, but that's why I really northern it up, so I remember who I am. But yeah, the lad's name was Ashley, and the teacher, I can't remember his name, out of nowhere, this nice, casual, grey-haired teacher always seemed so moderate. One lad wouldn't shut up, and the teacher out of nowhere just said, I don't use the term dickhead very often.
Oh,
And we all went, whoa, what? Anyway, carried on. He just lost his nerve. The mask fell off very briefly, and he went back to doing what
can't
he was
imagine
doing.
being a teacher, like. How did they
The
do it?
patience you must have
Right.
to be a teacher.
Yeah, you can't hit them anymore, so. The stout Malacca. Tony D'Angelo, yay! Another highlight. Talks about his first week in NXT, and it's implied that he has locked Lash Legend's producer in the boot of his car.
Mark.
Keep him there.
Mark. That was the name of the producer.
Nice guy.
Abduction number 2 of the episode.
That's right, yeah.
Mark your bingo
Take-
cards,
take-
everybody.
Yep, take the shot.
Yep.
Duke Hudson beats Grayson Waller. Later backstage, Cameron Grimes asks him how he's so successful with women. This can only end well.
That's going to be bad.
He's
The
got to
third
shave,
abduction.
shave his chest,
Oh,
cut his beard, fix up, look sharp, in the words of
Dizzy Rascal?
Lethal
Yeah.
Bizzle?
Dizzy Rascal.
Dizzy Rascal.
Dizzy Rascal.
Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah.
Aye,
Dizzy
that one.
Rascal.
Where does that?
What
He
was I
said
going
the
to say?
gossip from the street to the slammer.
Yeah.
They're trying to see if Dizzy stays true to his grammar. Yeah.
Woo!
Ooh.
Duke Hudson will never lose a match with that gimmick. His catchphrase is better luck next time, and he throws a poker chip at them as well.
What happens when he loses?
He plays poker. That's what I mean. He can't. How can you lose and then say better luck next time?
No, you know when he's going to lose, he's go, yeah, well, kid, you got to know when to fold 'em.
What if it's like
The entire
Kane?
crowd, know when to fold 'em.
What if it's like Kane's pyro? So if he throws the poker chip during his entrance, you know he's going to lose. But if he saves it for the end, you know he's going to win.
That's right. It's like Buff Bagwell come to the ring if he's all smiles and that. It's like, hey, Buff's winning. Comes to the ring like,
Oh, was Buff a bit of a Sasha Sissy?
oh, absolutely. He was the original.
Right.
Like, oh, let's look at Buff. Is he winning? No. Where we at? Indy Hartwell and Persia Perota win a tag match against Sarai and Amari Miller. They say they're coming for the tag titles, but interrupted by the champs, Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. They're then interrupted by Toxic Attraction, and it all kicks off. Io and Zoe stand tall.
Io and Zoe don't like each other. Can they get along? No.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Anything?
It's just too much of the same thing, isn't it, lads? You know, it's like, and especially when they're not defending the titles all that regularly. Why do you give a toss? I certainly don't, and that's because they've conditioned me to feel this way.
Right.
Yeah.
They did a really good joke where Io Shirai went, I don't like you. She turns to Zoe, her tag partner, and Zoe goes, let me guess, you don't like me either. And Io goes, don't speak for me. And Zoe goes, oh, you do like me then? And Io goes, no.
No one likes anybody in the tag division, in any division. Isaiah Swerve Scott defends the North American title against Santos Escobar. Wild and Phoenix try to get involved.
Oh, this was a good match.
Camilla Hayes, well, I mean, yeah, of course. But Camilla Hayes and Trick Williams come out to even the odds. Again, lovely stuff. Love Santos Escobar. Love Isaiah Swerve. Good times.
Yeah.
Scott wins and celebrates with Hayes, who attacks and cashes in this title shot for winning the breakout tournament, which they didn't really explain can be cashed in. And I thought that he cashed in with a tag title shot last week.
No, we told you, Maffew. We told you.
But they didn't. I don't think they did a good job explaining this at all.
We explained it to you.
Yeah, you explained.
Your friends.
You guys explained it better
right.
there. Hayes wins because apparently it's like Money in the Bank and becomes the new North American champ. And the moment when this happens, they just cut the guys at ringside. It's that awful.
Oh, I liked it. I liked this bit.
Awful WWE
I thought
production.
this was fantastic.
Yeah.
The match itself was, and the initial match was great. I thought Santos was winning because obviously Swerve was going to the main roster. So that first swerve, that was appreciated. And then the second swerve, that was appreciated as well. I thought it was a good ending to the show.
And there's something about Carmelo. He's got it.
Oh no, I think he's got it.
He's got it.
It's those moments can take away from just like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like they try and do it every time. It's like if you do that for every shocking moment, then nothing's shocking.
That's true.
So, but yeah, no, this is for the best though. You're right. Swerve Scott's going to the bad place. And
But to be fair, though, we didn't mention on the promo package they had on SmackDown, Hit Row looked like Hit Row, so they haven't tried to change them just yet. I haven't heard them cut a promo yet, which I'm worried about. But there we go.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure whatever they wear on their feet will be lovely.
if it starts with "We are Hit Row and we're here to say," then we get worried.
That we're feeling great today.
Yeah, really cool. We watched Squid Games. Yes. That was a weird week of wrestling, but don't worry. Next week's segment's going to be amazing with all the AEW versus SmackDown stuff. So
It's 5 hours.
It's going to be a 5-hour podcast next week. What have we got? We've got Rampage. We've got a longer SmackDown.
That's right.
Hang on. We've got a longer Rampage.
Yep.
Yeah.
A longer SmackDown.
Yep.
We've got Raw, which is 3 hours.
Yep.
We've got NXT, which is 2 hours.
Yep.
We've got Dynamite on Saturday, which I forgot to say. We've got Dynamite on Wednesday.
yeah.
We've got Crown Jewel.
Well, if Andrew interrupted him with
Crown
his phone.
Jewel as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what do we do?
By the way, I need
mailbag.
to say it. I'm not doing WTF for Crown Jewel next week because I'm on a live stream and then the podcast the next morning.
Because
So
it's
there's
one
not time.
giant WTF moment.
There's not time, so that explains why. 7 big things to do next week. There's no time to do anything else.
Do you want me off camera, obviously, but is there anything that I could do to take some off your plate? Because I don't know what I'm doing with Crown Jewel yet.
You'd be doing your normal thing, I assume.
Oh, we'll have that and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that. Well, let me know. We'll talk about it off.
Whoa. You guys aren't getting along. How are they going to coexist next week?
That is us getting along, I think.
Yeah,
He's
we're
trying to
doing
help
that.
me out.
Oh, sorry. I just got so used to that. Oh.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
And before we hit the mailbag, they can't hear that, I hope.
Just bubbling. Some bubbling in the background.
How silly. We got so caught up in the excitement and drama of all the wrestling, we forgot the move of the week.
Hit the jingle, Richard.
Oh, baby.
We're going to GCW this week, boys.
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Is it
Shane
Nick Gage?
Mercer
Oh, okay.
gets on the middle rope and hits a moonsault tombstone thing, which I'm sure has got a more concise name, which I've forgotten.
Tomb salt.
Tomb Salt. Shane Mercer's Tomb Salt is the move of the week this week because I've never seen that done before in my life.
He is a freak, that man.
I watched that match against that little man.
That little man.
That little man.
Wait a minute,
I've
what?
forgotten his name. Get the card up while I'm speaking. He does another move where he did the old Chris Jericho's lion salt, but instead of having no human attached to him like Jericho does, he had him in the sort of world's strongest slam position. fall away slam position, and then did the flip and the moonsault off the ropes with that very small man in his hands, cradled like a little baby.
It might be a normal sized man, you know.
It could be, yeah.
Shane's, he's so cool.
Why?
Wow, he's got a 9.0 rating on Cage Match.
Maffew, why haven't we heard...
Oh, that's good. He's not one of those people that has people log on and just give him... You see that? NXT UK, if you go on cagematch.net, for some reason, every time any of them have a match, there's 3 or 4 accounts that just give them 10 ratings. Shane Mercer, what a man.
Was the guy Yoya the very small
that's the one,
Yoya.
Damn it, I just got it at the same time.
You got
that was at
there
Fight Club.
Yo-Yo.
That was at Mox versus Gage, which I haven't seen yet.
That's why I was watching it.
Because there's so many GC Dub shows at the minute, a crazy amount, obviously, to go with the other wrestling we're watching. But they've done that. That came highly recommended by people for the main event alone. But also they're doing
Effie and Matt Cardona as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff on that
Mick
show.
Foley saying F Matt Cardona, yeah.
Yeah.
Hardcore. I enjoy GCW.
Yeah, I do too. It's just not every single week at this rate. But they're also doing
The Hammerstein.
Yes. Before that, they've got Psycho Clown showing up from AAA, and also they're doing Minoru Suzuki versus Nick Gage.
Oh.
I can't even imagine what that's going to look like. So, yeah, look at you being all cool and indie. So, yeah, Shane Mercer.
His Tombsalt is the move of the week.
Tombstone.
Why, Maffew, I was going to ask, why haven't muggles like me, who aren't hip and cool and down with what's trendy on the independent circuit, why haven't I heard more of this Shane Mercer fella?
I haven't heard much about Shane Mercer.
He
Apparently
seems to wrestle...
I think it's like 17 years or something. I think the commentator said he's been doing the wrestling
really?
for, yeah.
Well, he's... Wow. Because maybe he's one of these names that I heard about years ago, but I just wasn't blown away by. But he's, since GC Dubs had this rise and rise and rise the last few years, he's been a big part of like the scramble matches and tag matches and stuff, and just doing stuff where you go, okay, that was cool. But he's never really gone above anything higher than that, which is weird. I guess it's like, you know, how AEW is. It's got lots of people on the undercard, but the focus on the main event is like, oh, I don't know, John Moxley coming in. So, yeah. No, I love him. I love that you love him now.
Yeah.
When I looked there on his Cage Match, he's 33.
Wow.
Oh. Which I'd never heard. I thought you'd be
Me and
younger.
Shane got so much in common.
Go on, do a Tombsalted puppet jack off the table.
Can't puppet jack's bigger than you. Mailbag. Hey guys, thought I'd throw my cowboy hat in the ring for the Poet Laureate. They actually put Poet Laureate here. I totally understand if it's too lengthy for the podcast. Lengthy podcast.
Nothing's
doesn't sound
too
like us.
lengthy for this podcast.
Exactly, it's big, lengthy Jinder Mahal cock podcast. But please find below my Adam Page base adaptation of Poe's The Raven. Oh, it's lengthy. Woof. The Hangman, riding fast in from Virginia, caring not for one's opinion. Came the fresh-faced cowboy, packing a hellacious buckshot hit. With jacket fringed and Stetson hat, through the crowd upon horseback, like his steed approaching steadily while chomping at the bit. Eyes are glinting, teeth are gritted, gnashing hard upon the bit. The hangman cometh with true grit. It was within the battle royale, rose the cowboy fiercely loyal, upon the rungs of gold, with hands outstretched for the fabled chip. Within this night history made, as the ovations did cascade, upon the shoulders of the man whose eyes towards the gold.
Oh no, that's only double or nothing, isn't it? We're going all the way here. Oh,
You can see the promo package in your head. Likewise, too, was the Judas, eyes towards the gold affixed. The hangman's victory was writ. As he steeled himself to throw upon the walls of Jericho, against the odds, he knew within his heart that he could not submit. To face the old and the uncouth, he sought the helps of books of youth. They turned their backs to him. Oh, such a dreadful act beyond remit. How could the rugged cattleman allow himself to so admit such treachery would be permit? He would find himself quite able alongside the one-winged angel, knocking down processions of opponents who would deem themselves so fit. But thus would start his downward spiral, losing belts to some revival. And so our hero began to stare into some lonely and long pit. Gaze unbroken, softly spoken, into this abyssal pit. Quote the hangman, cowboy poo. We can't say the other word. Finding comfort in the bottle, the whiskey now would quickly throttle. Any chance of empathy now coming from his former clique. Upon his face was cast as Jack, from the books we've turned back. Amber libation, easily mistaken for some hateful spit. The broken mirror, harsh reflecting some soaked and sodden git. 'Tis fun no longer, this cowboy stuff. Springing from nowhere like a fungi came Uno, Reynolds, and Hungy. Wow. An order so dark, but simply seeking just a warm friendship. Though out of reach of main eventing, the Hangman would end up relenting. Finding kinship, much to his surprise, within this band of twits, the cowboy found himself endeared to their familiar love and wit. Is that part one?
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Alas, unable to resist. But now we find ourselves again upon the verge of new champion. The cowboy's chance to strike the angel is one he surely will not miss. With eyes ablaze and gritted teeth, he knows for truth he shan't be beat. For in the battle for the gold, it's inconceivable to quit. All required is one dead eye and a straight buckshot lariat. Yes. Cut the Hangman. Cowboy Poo. Much love,
No, wait. Oh,
Reverend
okay.
Ben from Melbourne.
Thank you, Ben.
Bloody hell. This
Wow.
is bringing some artistic flair out from
Bit
the
of culture.
readers.
Bit of culture to the
A
podcast.
bit of culture to the podcast. Good God. Reverend Ben, thank you very much. You and the other poet laureate from last week. What a stupendous history of wrestling that was.
I'm waiting to see if we can just go through the history of poetry. Like there'll be some like modernist, like E.E. Cummings, like just all over the place
yeah.
and stuff like that. Just makes no sense.
Yes. Bit of yeet. Yeah, again, thank you again. The Reverend. Are you a real Reverend? That's cool if it is. If it's just a cool title, that's absolutely fair enough. But you're a cool Reverend. Yeah, please let us know. And yeah, for everyone else joining in the Poet Laureate, it's not just a pun, as it turns out. A lot of people are like, oh, I've been waiting to do poetry and prose for wrestling for years. Now's my chance.
Hey, we need to collate these poets or poems and put it in a book and make some money.
Yes.
Make people study it for GCSE.
Yeah, thanks,
like,
Rev.
like the AQA poetry guy.
Yes. Anyway, moving on. What's the crack, lads? I hope you're having a great podcast so far. That's been all right, thanks. After 18 months, OTT finally returned with live shows in Dublin. I had the wonderful opportunity to sit ringside for Ospreay and, let's see if we get this right, Shota Umino.
He's done it.
Yes. We
Shota.
practiced this before.
Or as Moxley called him, Shooter. When he was his young boy.
Oh, that's him.
That's
is it?
him, yeah.
Oh.
Do you know
Shooter.
he just made him like flip the middle finger to the camera and then just stood there. He's like, stand there while I cut this promo.
No, I do. I remember those bits on Twitter
Yeah.
before they got taken down. Needless to say, it was an amazing experience to be in a room full of wrestling fans watching thrilling in-ring action. My question for you, boyos, is this. Now that we have the opportunity, who are the wrestlers you're most looking forward to seeing live that you haven't had the chance to before? Are there any matchups that you would love to see live in person? I hope you're all well. As so many have said before, thank you for all you do and all your stellar content. I'm not sure if I'm getting this right. Slante?
Silante.
Oh, the
Irish
cheers.
cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Skull. That's Eric from Dublin. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. Wrestlers who
Wonderful.
we've not seen live before, who we're looking forward to seeing live at some point.
Oh, I know.
Go on.
I mean, first of all, I'm most looking forward just to hanging out with people at the wrestling shows and wrestling fans and that side of it. This is supposed to be like a cheesy thing and like, oh, isn't that nice, Maffew? No, the atmosphere and hanging out with people and stuff, that's the bit I'm looking forward to more than the wrestling itself. Having said that, when they come over here, hopefully next year, to keep on teasing us, seeing Ricky Starks and or Hook, but mostly Ricky Starks. Because he came in after like the initial AEW signing. So, what about yourself, Ross?
I'll be taking my sorry arse to Download Festival and seeing LA Knight in the flesh for the first time. 'Cause even though the match will be taking place in the afternoon, it still will be nighttime, and nighttime is
Oh
the
yeah,
right
what
time.
does he say in a daytime show?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
I can't think now. That's fun. That's a
What
good
if the
one.
Download Festival people are just real dicks? Eli Drake. Eli, shut up, Download. Leeds is better.
Oh, I can't think. Man, have I ever seen? Oh no, I have. I was gonna say, have I ever seen Cameron Grimes live? But I have. He was at the Wrestling Media Con as Trevor Lee.
God, he was.
Damn it. I'm really struggling to think of someone off the top of my head now. Who's come along?
Did you ever see CM Punk wrestle?
Never seen CM Punk wrestle.
There you go.
Yeah. Couldn't imagine it. Can't imagine what an experience that would be. Also, if they ever do, and now that the UK indie scene's not as booming anymore, maybe it'll be a while, but if they ever bring like Dragon Gate guys over again and stuff, I'd like to see that top heel in Dragon Gate. I can't remember his name now. Oh, man, he's young and small and good.
Pac.
Yeah, that's the one.
Good lad.
No, SB Kendo or something like that.
I'm not familiar with Dragon Gate.
Me neither, but he was dominating the end of last year.
Weren't they supposed to come? No, it was Shima's other group, wasn't it? I've got Tour of UK and it didn't happen because it was all a scam.
I went to a Fight Club show once and they had like Shima there, or they had some Dragon Gate lads.
What was that about? Anyway, you know what, I probably shouldn't talk about it if I don't know what happened. but
Oh,
yeah.
the Chinese promotion.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Yeah.
It was like, we're going to do a tour. And it was like, no one's been paid. This isn't happening. Nothing's
So
been
weird.
booked. It's like, what?
I think that
I remember scams in wrestling.
I think that Thingy was going to go over there from ICW. The short funny one. Oh man,
That doesn't narrow it
Luke
down.
King Sharp.
Luke King Sharp was meant to go over there.
Oh, God, yeah.
He was meant to go to
Yeah,
China.
that's
but then,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The short, funny one.
Short funny one. All right, cool. That's 20 of them.
Oh, don't.
It's true. Hello, Jack, Maffew, Ross, and young Jamie. Hey!
Hey!
That's your new name. I have a question for you all. I am 14, oh God, and in high school in New York City, there is a really cute girl that I'm friends with.
We're not qualified to give this advice, but okay.
I keep putting it off, seeing as I don't want to embarrass myself. The other day, she took my backpack and heard some rumbling in it. I told her it was pencils. Hold on. It was really some action figures that I keep in my bag just in case I get bored on the long subway ride home by myself.
Yes.
Now, this was the moment where I was thinking I've been catfished here in the mailbag. Someone's heard last week's conundrum that we solved.
Yeah, hang on. Is this a parody of last week?
Yeah, and this is a bit of I'll try and get involved in this, but it's not true.
Because the rest it says, should I tell her the truth and hope she's a wrestling fan or keep it a secret?
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, I want to keep this friendship. Thanks a lot, diddlers. Malachi
Now listen here,
from
Malachi.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. Now listen here, Malachi. Listen good. First of all, don't tell her you're a wrestling fan. I'm not sure if the chances are good. I know that youth culture's changed a bit, and the kids seem to be a lot more tolerant in these days than they were when we were children. But I don't know how wrestling's looked upon, though. Because I would never admit at school to a girl that I liked that I was a wrestling fan. Ever.
Likewise. Also, if someone finds action figures in your bag and you go, no, it's okay.
Pencils.
I'm a wrestling fan.
Oh.
This is not going to go well for you, pal.
Also, Malachi, you need to work out whether you want to keep the friendship or do you want it to be something more, because I feel like there's mixed messages being thrown at us here. She said, really cute girl that I've been putting off. I don't want to embarrass myself. But then at the end, I want to keep this friendship. It's got to be one or the other, mate. You can't-
Wait. Never mind that. What do you mean I keep action figures in case I get bored along subway ride home?
Have a little.
Have a little play, have a little wrestle.
On a subway?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it's quiet. Maybe
When
it's
I had
quiet.
the action figures, I did like most kids, which I had the little storylines written down about who was going over. Was it going to be Steve Austin with the crate, or was it going to be my M. Bison action figure? Oh no, here's He-Man doing a run-in to make it a three-way dance.
I don't know what advice to give you.
I would just say keep them firmly away from this person you want to be friends with. And then when you get 18, 19, 20, then you just say, yeah, well, I'm a wrestling fan, deal with it. And if she goes away then, well, then she's not worth your time. But at the tender age of 14, you need to play the field a bit better, I feel.
The problem is as well that we're looking at this through like a British lens, whereas in America it might be more accessible. I don't know.
Are you Matt Cardona? No. Don't tell her you got action figures.
I remember just the absolute panic of talking to girls when you're like 14, man. Oh, God. I remember once I was at Jesmond Metro Station, right? And I walked past a girl who went to the school across the road from mine. But I didn't know her, but she was wearing that uniform. I was also 14, Jesus Christ. And I remember walking past her and she went, hi. But if it was in a mocking way or not, I'll never know. But my response was, she went, so I'm walking past, she goes, hi. I go, and just carried on walking. And I was just like, why? I know, it was so awkward, man. It was so
psychopath?
I know, yeah. It was so bad. Because I'm sure that I think I did fancy her. I was like, maybe I was like checking her out and she saw me like looking at her or something. So that maybe the hi was like and what are you looking at? So she went hi, my brain just went, and she carried on. So bad that.
If it makes you feel better, in Bish, me and my brother walked down the street one time and I had my bandana because I was convinced I was cool. And some lass and her friend came up to me and goes, can I get your number? And I just assumed because it's in Bish that they'd take the mick.
Well, yeah.
So I went, 999.
Oh, bars.
Like, yeah, go away. Just hurry up and mockers. Just get it out of the way because, you're not going to do anything to me. I'm not going to do anything to you. Slap a lass or anything like that. It's a very bad look. And then she went, oh, okay, and walked off. And I took a few steps. I'm like, oh, is she being serious?
Was it real?
Maybe. And I just, yeah, whatever.
999.
Sammy microwave.
You know the CSI Miami, the Who, like, yeah! That's what happens when you walk away.
I put on my sunglasses,
Shades
got on
eye,
my bike. Yeah.
999. Get in.
German for no.
That's better. It was cooler than mine. And 999's a witty retort.
Yeah, but then you walked off, never thinking maybe you should be. She went, all right. I'm like,
I think mine was.
And I didn't have the sense to go. Oh, it'd be really awkward if I went and said no. Sorry.
I think mine was mocking me. I think the girl was mocking me. If you're watching this,
These are the thoughts that keep you up at night, aren't they, Jack?
not anymore.
Well, if I'd said hello to her
No,
instead of
not anymore. I just. Why did I say and? It's just one of those moments that you think of like maybe once a year, and you're like, oh, yeah. But luckily, I wasn't with my mates. If I'd been with my mates, that would have been obviously worse. But I was on my own, so it's fine.
Yeah. So we can't tell you how to keep your friendship with your action figures, but we can definitely tell you how to end your friendship with your action figures. Thank you very much, Malachi, if you're being serious. Next question. If you like a running joke in your mailbag, I'm your guy.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to another unbelievable edition of the Cultaholic mailbag segment.
Okay.
Below, brackets, Ross has it, is a question. It's a question quiz about SRS himself, Sean Ross and Fightful.com. The one at the end of the quiz that has the most correct answers is the winner, and the other is the loser, in brackets, unless you tie. Good luck to all contestants and have fun. Apologies from Ross because he had to save the mailbag a couple of weeks ago. Forgot to copy the name of the person who sent it in. Oh, fair enough.
Oh, that was
Carl.
you? All right.
Sorry, yeah, that's an edit from me.
That's okay. So for people who haven't been paying attention to all these wonderful episodes of the Cultaholic podcast, 2 weeks ago we did a Dave Meltzer one, which apparently people liked because Tom and me were being dicks.
I felt like a teacher.
Yes, that was worth. I got someone clipped a bit of that because I was enjoying
Tom
watching
clipped
you.
it. Made me look
Tom clipped it, did he?
It
Oh,
made
I
me
love
look
Tom.
like a horrible
he did.
person on Twitter.
I've never felt more insecure in my life looking at Tom's header picture on Twitter. It's of that episode of the podcast, and he's sat in my seat.
Oh, wow.
He's got that as his Twitter cover photo.
Wow. It's very Game of Thrones.
What's that trying to do, eh?
trying to-
Tom? You're trying to subliminally message people into thinking, oh, you're the rightful guy on this seat on the podcast?
Wow.
You can kiss my ass, pal.
Oh, we're definitely not saying don't do the Tom Campbell quiz next week. Oh, no, we'd hate that. See, that'll work. All right, go on then, Ross. Here's where your best shot.
Where does SRS live? Is it A, Chicago, B, Asheville, C, Allen, Texas, or D, Lexington, Kentucky?
Tommy, yeah, it's Chicago.
I'll go for
Incorrect.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Jack's one.
Oh, no.
When was Fightful.com launched? Was it March 2013, October 2015, July 2016, or January 2017?
Tommy, yeah, B.
I was going to go B as well.
It's C, July 2016, the same month as WCPW. Was it July?
June or July, yeah, one of the two.
How
He's trying
old?
to say you're welcome then.
How old is SRS?
Oh, he's probably 65 and looks class.
Is he A, 28, B, 30, C, 32, or D, 34?
I'll go D34.
28.
28. 1-1.
Sorry, Sean Ross Sapp's younger
Than us, yeah.
and looks like a man. Damn it.
That's what being American, having action figures in your bag will do.
Yeah, honestly, he's so rugged. What?
This is a question.
Like Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
How many employees are listed on Fightful.com's About page?
Wow.
Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 9, or D, 11?
This is what we do. We go on other people's websites.
I'll go
and check out stuff.
A5.
Incorrect.
C.
B, 7. Which is ironically the room where I had RE with Mr. Bure Binderman. Room B7. 5. Before becoming a journalist, SRS was what? A tech support lead, a janitor, a team manager for a wrestling club, or a college tutor?
Ooh.
I'll go for
I'll go for a D.
B.
Is it Andre Chase?
Split the difference. It's C. He was a team manager for Ann Wrestling Club.
Does that mean like an amateur wrestling?
Ann Wrestling.
Does that mean like an amateur wrestling club?
I think so, maybe.
No, there's wrestling club. It's a society.
Which one of
Like
these
Northumbria.
things is something Fightful doesn't provide?
Here you go.
Is it A, video game news, B, a photo archive, C, boxing news, or D, profiles for each person they cover?
I'll go for A.
That's too obvious. B.
It's B.
Yes.
Is that 2-1 to you now, is it?
It
1-1?
is. It is.
It's 1-1.
No,
2-1.
2-1, I think.
Which other one?
Maffew got the age
Oh.
I
right.
got his age because everything about
of
Sean
course
Ross
he did.
Sapp.
He's winning. He's brought it
We
back.
have to know everything about our
Overlord.
He's
overlord.
pulled it
He's
back.
a nice guy, I like
Yeah,
Sean
he's
Ross Sapp.
provider of news.
He's pulled it back like a foreskin.
What college did
Oh.
SRS attend?
No, wait, sorry. Me and my
Pulled
mate.
it back like
me-
what?
Like
me
a
and my-
foreskin,
me and my-
Jack said.
Me and my mate were once playing like doubles pool against another pair, and we were losing, and then we were pulling it back, and my mate like just killed me. He went like, we're pulling it back like a foreskin. And I just lost my...
And we're back with the Sean Ross Sapp quiz because someone swore.
Sorry.
What college did SRS attend? Was it Morehead State University, Murray State University, Oklahoma State University, or the University of South California?
I think Sean Ross Sapp went to the Boomer Sooners, the University of Oklahoma.
Dummy, yeah. I'm going to go with Morehead because it's funny.
It was Morehead.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
God damn.
Morehead.
God damn.
How many Twitter followers does Fightful
Oh,
Select
shut
have?
up.
Fightful Select have, not Fightful.
Uh,
Is it A, 13.4K, B, 15.8K, C, 19.8K, or D, 22.2K?
Because it's select, I'm going to go for the smallest one. A.
because chicken selects my favorite thing from McDonald's, I'm going to go with the biggest number, which is D.
It's B, 15.8K.
Good.
At the time this quiz was made a couple of weeks ago. How many Twitter followers does Sean Ross Sapp have? Is it 88.7, 97.1, 110.6, or 190.4?
It's B.
Oh, I was going to go with that, so I'll have to go with A.
It's C, 110.6.
Oh, well done.
Probably got about 20,000 more than that now. He
Well,
goes
people
up
are
there.
Googling him after this quiz.
Yeah. How many patrons does Fightful have on Patreon? Is it 2.6K, 3.1K, 3.7K, 4.1K?
I'll go for C.
D.
It's C.
Yes.
No,
3-2.
They must be
Bringing it
raking
back.
it in.
Yeah, good for them.
What is the most popular video on SRS's YouTube channel? Is it a baseball player getting punched in the face? Is it a Raw review? Is it the Ring of Honor Final Battle 2019 results?
No.
Or Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 1 results?
Oh, I'll go for copy the baseball player getting punched in the face.
No, I'm going to go with New Japan 14.
Ring of Honor?
What?
Oh.
According to Apple Podcasts, how many episodes of the Fightful Pro Wrestling and MMA podcast have there been at the time of this quiz being made a couple of weeks ago? Is it A, 1,000, B, 1.5 thousand,
What?
C, 2,000, or D, 2,500?
Yo, that's so many,
What,
yo.
being
But
about-
I'm going to go for 1,000.
Wait,
The
established
smallest
in
amount.
2016?
16.
It's been D.
C,
Oh.
2,000. SRS did a one-off podcast called Really Vague Podcast with Sean Ross Sapp. What was it about? Was it about childhood nostalgia, quarantine stuff, 1900s cats wrestling, weird moments in American sports?
Quarantine stuff.
C.
It was quarantine stuff. I've
3-0.
not been keeping scores. 3-0.
3-3. Come on.
2 questions to go. How many subscribers did Fightful's YouTube channel have? Is it 56K, 65, 71, or 78?
78.
The one below that, C.
It's actually 56.
Was that
comes down.
neither of us?
Yeah, neither. It comes down to this tiebreaker then.
Come on.
Winner takes it all. The oldest public video on the SRS YouTube channel is what? Is it A baseball player getting punched in the face?
God's sake.
What is this?
Is it B, a Becky Lynch interview? Is it C, a SmackDown review? Or is it D, a Vince Russo interview?
It is a baseball player getting punched in the face.
I want to say that as well.
So go for it. We can
Right,
draw.
that's probably the
we can
answer.
draw if you want.
It's not the answer.
Oh,
It's
well,
not.
don't tell him that.
Why
Now
did you
he's
say
got
the
three-
baseball
now
player
He's got three
again?
to guess from.
Well, you guessed from 3 as well.
Ooh.
So it's either a Becky Lynch interview, a SmackDown
Oh, we're doing like this,
review,
are we? All right,
or
cool.
Vince Russo interview. We must have a winner.
I'm going to go with 2015. Russo.
I'll go SmackDown.
It's Russo.
Yes, I've always loved you, Russo. You're so underrated. W should hire you.
The foreskin has rolled forwards again.
Yes. Look at all the random guesses I made about a man that I know lots about, who I definitely scroll through Twitter to get the news when there's big releases. Thank you, Sean
I
Ross.
thought we did all right there.
Yes.
I was hoping one of them would be how tall is he? Because we've both met him, and the answer would have been tall. Yeah, probably about 6 foot.
It's good because it's like
4.
Yeah, but when I got the photo taken with them, and it was like, me, Zane, Stephen Larson, I think. Yeah, it was a bunch of us at the AEW things. It was cool, but like, I don't look that small. It's only when I'm around you guys I shrink.
That picture from the first podcast.
I was going to the one
But
that was like, it was your birthday as well.
You?
We're outside and people like, I finally got to see these guys in
we
public
were all in
again.
masks.
It was lovely. We had the masks on. We're outside. We're all playing by the rules, and everyone's it's like so cool. And be like, Maffew, why were you in a hole when this photo was taken?
In fairness, when I look small in that one, Pachiti's in the picture. You just look short. Yeah.
But we looked okay next to the Americans. We looked like fans asking them for the autographs.
Next to the Americans, why are they so tall?
They are just a generally taller race.
I
aren't they?
feel like in England,
Don't let them know that.
I feel like in England, everybody kind of looks roughly the same compared to Americans, who are either really attractive or just a car crash. It's just weird, isn't it?
Yes. Just as weird are these quizzes about all the wrestling journos. Keep it up. Apparently people are liking it so much. There's so many. I can't wait for the Ryan Satan and
I can't be asked for that one.
we'll be looking up and down the David Bixenspan pages and everything about him, I guess.
Did David Bixenspan take out a loan?
Yeah. How much money did you take? Took
I
out a
want
loan?
to know about Rovert. Just a Twitter name that I've heard, you know.
Vic Venom. All the juicy details. All of the... Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that joke's still funny to people. Let us know by going to mailbag.com. Going to... Oh, God, what is it?
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Yeah.
Mailbag.com.
I threw you there because in my head, I went to do the slash thing.
Short-circuited,
and
sorry.
I didn't help.
Go to mailbag.com. It sounds like a fun website. But then afterwards, send us a thought, a question, a poet laureate. Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Yes.
Gender.
Foreskin quiz
Reese's
next week.
Pieces. Hello, Culta Daddies. No long preamble needed. This is just a pick'em I wrote for my friends that I decided to share with you.
Okay.
It's
We're your
the-
friends as well.
We're your friends. It's the age-old build-your-own wrestling promotion, Reese's Pieces, but it's been quite a while since you've had one of these,
Okay.
so an updated one will be nice.
I'll get back on the horse.
Yeah. No. You can pick one or two for each category based upon the number. Enjoy. Okay, so pick one each. I'll list off a bunch of names, and then you pick the first one that comes to your head. Go Jack, Ross, me. Main event champ, Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns, Big E, Tommaso Ciampa, Shingo Takagi, Ilya Dragunov.
Roman Reigns.
Roman.
Yeah, Roman. I'll go for the first thought first. 2 main event contenders. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre.
Wait, 2 of these, you say? Oh, number 2.
Oh, sorry,
sorry,
yeah,
right.
beg
Sorry.
pardon. Hangman Page. Oh, no, yeah, we're actually doing 2. Right.
Are we?
Yeah, you pick 2 of these.
Okay,
main
okay.
contenders. So it's again AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre, Hangman Page, Chris Jericho, Okada, Volta, Moxley, Seth Rollins, Ibushi.
Christ.
I'll go for Hangman Page and Walter.
Danielson and Hangman.
Volta and Bryan.
I was thinking, how long has Brian got left? I'm thinking longevity here.
Well, if he lies, as long as he wants. Tag champs, The Usos, RK Bro, MSK, Pretty Dangerous, Lucha Brothers, or Taichi and Saber.
Lucha Bros.
Usos.
Ooh.
Lucha
Oh, because
Bros.
we've got Roman.
Bloodline.
Bloodline.
Looking fine.
Hey. Yeah. Tag contenders, Young Bucks, FTR, New Day, Street Profits, Jurassic Express, Viking Raiders, or Imperium.
I'm FTR. They're my favourite tag team.
New Day, as it hasn't been specified if you get Big E or not, so I assume you do.
I'll go with New Day and Jurassic Express.
Oh, 2.
Oh, you get to pick 2, do you?
Yes.
I'll go
that
with
one.
FTR for the other one.
I think there's no number at the start of each one.
Yes, there is.
That was
I
2
just
for
said
that. FTR and Street Profits.
FTR New Day.
mid-card champ. Nakamura's one. Nakamura, Damian Priest, Carmelo Hayes, Sammy Guevara, Tanahashi, or Jay White.
I'm going Carmelo Hayes, you know. I'm going Carmelo Hayes. Or Jay White. Oh, Carmelo Hayes.
Out of those ones, I'll go Jay White. I read a lot of things. People saying he made whatever title he had feel important. Back in the day, whatever title it was.
Yeah. Whichever one it was important.
It was important.
I'm going to go with Carmelo as well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's about it.
Yeah, about it.
Snapper.
Yeah. 2 mid-card contenders. Got no at the end. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano, Miro, Darby Allin, Ricochet, Eddie Kingston, Sheamus, Cesaro, Lance Archer.
What a tough pool to pick from that is.
I'll go Cesaro and... Oh, man. Who had Nakamura, Owens? I'll go Owens and Cesaro.
Owens and Miro.
Sheamus and Eddie Kingston. But Miro's, so selectable.
They could make a tag team called... I've got Sean Kingston in my head there. It doesn't work, does it? Just imagine Sheamus and Eddie Kingston singing, "You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work."
You could just sing badly like Tyson Fury. So, women's champ, Britt Baker, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Raquel Gonzalez.
Becky Lynch.
Charlotte.
Whoa.
What?
Not her fault she's booked the way she is it?
That's
I think
true.
she's fantastic.
I'll go with Britt Baker then. 2 women's contenders. Sasha Banks, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Thunder Rosa, Io Shirai, Nyla Rose, Mandy Rose, Shayna Baszler, Alexa Bliss, Carmella.
I'll go for Sasha Banks and Thunder Rosa.
Banks and Bliss.
Shayna and Belair.
Ooh.
Special attraction
You
star.
love NXT, you're just picking it.
I know. It's like NXT sucked and I pick all the NXT people. Special attraction star.
Okay.
CM Punk, Brock
Yes.
Lesnar,
Oh.
Goldberg, Sting. There's you a bit of paper. Sorry, I've messed these up. Minoru Suzuki. You only get one.
CM Punk.
Punk.
Lesnar's a close second, though.
Suzuki.
Oh, you silly man. You're making no money, you.
I know.
Do you see that photo? Do you see that photo of the meet and greet?
That's right. No one will be there. I'll be there. Having a good time.
Yeah.
Ask him. Yeah, all right, mate.
Oh, you could book Suzuki versus Walter, though, if in yours.
I can't believe that match ever happened. Oh, well. Future prospect. Tony D'Angelo, Dante Martin, Lee Moriarty, Bron Breakker, or Daniel Garcia.
Bron Breakker.
It's Bron Breakker. It's Bron Breakker.
I want to say Dante, but I haven't heard him talk much. It's not very... Yeah, Bron Breakker. Yeah. Can we have the Steiners again? Yeah, here you go. X Factor. Bow.
Yes, I'll have them in.
MJF, Orange Cassidy, Keith Lee, Cody Rhodes, or Malachi Black.
That made me laugh, that did.
MJF.
MJF, yeah.
Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
Jobber. Oh. QT Marshall.
How many jobbers are we allowed?
One. So only one jobber of the
One
entire
jobber.
roster. He's got
Okay.
Iko Jiro, Akira Tozawa, or Sean Spears.
I mean, Tozawa, but I don't want to book him as a jobber, but Tozawa.
Yeah, Tozawa's the best of that bunch.
QT Marshall. I love seeing him get beat up.
Okay.
One manager, Paul Heyman, Don Callis, Armed Anderson, or Jake Roberts.
Paul Heyman.
Armed.
It's going to be Armed, yeah.
I wonder what the development's going to be tomorrow, tonight, whatever it's going to be. Because it's gone from armed to feral. Where's it go from feral?
Street Fighter.
Cody just finds him eating out of a bin on his front garden. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Shut up.
goes,
I'm foraging like a man."
Any spare change? No. How about now? Oh, you know what? Just found some change. Thanks for reading, and thanks for everything, truly. The Cultaholic Podcast and channel in general is a consistent highlight of my week. My grandma passed away last night, and she'd often listen to you guys with me.
Oh, man.
She didn't understand wrestling or pretty much anything going on in the podcast, but she seemed to like how much it made me smile. Thanks to the memories. That's from Ben K from Cali.
Oh, thank you very much, Ben K.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for that.
And it was a wonderful Reese's Pieces as well.
Yeah, it's one of the Reese's Pieces. Thank you. And that's so sweet to think that people will be listening to this.
Yeah.
Also mind-boggling.
Yeah, but my mum spoke to her last night, and I bring her up a lot, but she does this. The reason why I bring her up is because she does this in the podcast. Because she's like, oh, I wonder what my son's doing. She doesn't watch wrestling. So she skips out the bit where we talk about wrestling, just listen to the mailbag and the thought at the start.
That's what you have to say.
So...
Well, thank you very much, Ben K.
Yeah, so Ben K, that's actually very sweet to see other people in the family
definitely.
listening, and especially with you, and it's nice that. So thank you, Ben K, and all the other people who sent stuff this week. You can, of course, send your own Reese's Pieces or thoughts. I'm going to get it right, don't worry. To mailbag@cultaholic.com. My brain's back to working now.
It's Cultaholics.
Oh, I'm tired now.
What a long and tiring podcast.
Come on.
And there's time for just a little bit more, and that is, what is going to be the best match at W Crown Jewel?
Yes, I
that
love
lovely
Crown
event
Jewel.
that happens every year. There's nothing negative
Didn't happen
about
last
it.
year.
Nothing but good
Yeah.
news. Didn't happen last year. That's right. Always good.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Always happy.
I'm
No negative news or bad news or grounding of planes or any issues whatsoever with this event.
I'm more a fan of Jeddah, personally, than Riyadh, so I'm not looking forward to it that much. More a fan of the beautiful city of Jeddah. They never call Riyadh a beautiful city. I'm assuming it's a dump.
It's got the moves like Jeddah.
Oh,
Yep, that's where we're at, folks.
that joke has given me no satisfaction. Brown sugar.
They don't do that anymore.
They
Rolling
don't do-
Stones don't sing that anymore.
Do they
on
not?
Tours, no, because of the lyrics and the ties to slavery. and
Oh,
stuff.
brown sugar. I thought you meant I can't get no
Oh.
satisfaction.
I thought you meant they didn't do brown sugar because they're old and it's bad for the diabetes.
All the above, I assume.
Yeah. Well, you got to know what you want to get what you want.
Come on, Maffew.
Roman-
Start me up. Paint it black.
just listen off song titles now.
Jump in me, Flash. Morgan Webster.
Roman Reigns takes on Brock Lesnar with that really crap photo of Brock. You don't think that's a really awful
I
photo?
can't think
Use
of
it.
it.
I don't know.
Is there a stipulation?
Such a bad photo.
Is there a stipulation?
Yes, it's for the Universal title.
But there's no. It's just singles match.
They're not street fighting men, are they?
Oh, nice.
Very, very good.
But you know, if he wins, he's going to be dancing in the streets. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
Are we not
Sasha
reacting
Banks.
for each one?
Oh, I thought there was a reaction. Well, what's your reaction for that match?
That will be the best match.
Yeah.
Possibly.
The new roles they're playing. It's the same match, but different roles, and it's a lovely fresh coat of paint. They haven't painted it black. They've painted a multicolour.
Yeah.
It's good.
Myriad of wonderful colours.
It's good. And they're in Saudi Arabia, so they could let it bleed.
And I don't want Roman to win. I've got no sympathy for the devil.
Oof. All right, this is keeping me awake now, all these little bits. But when was the last time Lesnar had a match? Wasn't
WrestleMania 36 against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So over a year.
And a half.
Yeah.
He'll still be good. He's Brock Lesnar.
He's no honky tonk man.
He's cool. He's cocky. He's bad.
It's a Rolling Stones thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Honky tonk, yeah. Just checking.
Oh, no, honky tonk woman, I think.
Honky tonk woman.
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
Becky Lynch. Speaking of honky tonk women, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks in a triple threat match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship.
That could also be the best match, but I'm worried that they'll do what they did with previous all women's matches in Saudi Arabia, which is kind of strip away the anger from the matches. It's almost like a sporting contest, and this feud's had a lot of heat behind it. So, but now they're just going to go in there and have like a technical exchange between all three of them with minimal brawling. I'm worried about that. So I don't think this will be the best match, but I think outside of Saudi Arabia, it has a shot. Excuse me.
Wow, that was actual good analysis.
I agree.
I'll also agree. RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos tag team match for the Raw tag team titles.
We've seen it already. Haven't we seen it before? Aye, we did. At WrestleMania? No.
No.
Yes. No. No.
No.
SummerSlam? Yes.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah, the crowd were into it. They did it very effectively, but it was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Much of a muchness.
Yeah. Big E versus Drew McIntyre. Big liquid dripping down the breast to rematch.
Betwixt the nipples.
Betwixt the nipples, I beg your pardon. He's a poet
It
laureate himself.
will be a good match. Potentially
can't
the
not
second,
be, really.
the second best match of the night.
I'll go with that.
I think it'll be a good match, but I'm struggling to get invested
Because of the draft.
because of the draft.
Yeah.
Because Drew's going to SmackDown.
Yeah. Goldberg versus Lashley. No holds barred.
This will be
match.
the best match of the show.
Like every match Goldberg has had since coming back.
It's got to result in a death.
It has, yeah.
If it doesn't, it's under-delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who will die? Bobby will. Bobby will die.
No. God. His career will be dead if he loses to Goldberg.
He's going to lose, though, isn't he? Because obviously
will.
he attacked the son.
He's going to lose.
So he has to lose. So the bad guy of the feud, not the sort of the rational guy of the feud who would act in that way if someone did jump on his back, a stranger from the crowd jumped on his back, remember? He will lose, so he gets his comeuppance.
Yeah. He's going to definitely lose, yeah.
Dare you make sense?
Man.
Sami
Rest in peace,
Zayn
Bobby.
or Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal or Xavier Woods in the King of the Ring Tournament Finals.
Sammy versus Xavier with Sammy winning.
Um,
That's what I'm predicting.
Sammy versus Xavier. No. Sammy won't get to the final. He doesn't wrestle in Saudi Arabia.
Last time there was a tournament final at Crown Jewel, the winner was not Mahal or Woods or Balor or Zayn. It was Shane McMahon.
I thought you were going to go for the Undertaker and the Kuwait Cup.
Chewaik Trophy.
Ah, but that was a gauntlet match where he kept his hat on when he pinned AJ Styles. Always good to keep your hat on. Queen's Crown Tournament Finals, Zelina Vega or Carmella versus Shayna Baszler or Doudrop. They'll all have lots of energy for this match because their matches will only go 2 minutes.
Shayna Baszler should win. Or, I think.
Shayna Baszler will defeat Carmella in the final.
But I don't think it'll be the best match on the show for reasons previously stated.
Or maybe Doudrop. Why not Doudrop? She's not scared of Shayna.
I was going to say, I think Doudrop has a chance of winning,
Okay.
even though I want Shayna to win. I wonder what the action's going to be to Doudrop. Going like, yeah, come on, guys, do the do.
dance.
Do the do.
Oh.
do
We're all
the-
Doudroplets.
Droplets, yeah.
Really miss Viper.
Yes. Edge versus Seth Rollins, Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, you know what? Is this the best card of any Saudi Arabia show?
There's been previous ones that have looked good on paper.
And then everything's
it's
gone
just
wrong.
nothing's
Shane's
happened.
won. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. This will be the longest match on the night.
This could be the best match of the night. It just depends what they book again inside Hell in a Cell. That's the thing, isn't it? Any ridiculous stuff that we've seen the past couple of years, and it's gone on it. But
Give us another Greatest Royal Rumble.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah, it's very true.
Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali.
30-second squash match.
I think Mustafa's got this.
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then obviously you'll beat him and then he'll be like, let's be friends. Like, let's give it another shot.
Do you think?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And they'll go back to losing in 2 minutes.
You think they'll put them back together after?
Yeah.
I
think
don't.
Mansoor will realise in Saudi Arabia that he doesn't need Ali.
Hollywood.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, what a card, eh? Yeah, look, we know what it is. You know what it is at this point. You don't have to watch. You don't have to listen or enjoy it. They'll all pretend everything that's happened won't matter, apart from the bits that they do count. So we don't blame you if you don't want to watch it. But we will be watching
But
it.
if you do want to watch something relating to it, myself and that little man with his loud phone, Andrew, will be doing a live stream. We'll be watching it, so you can watch us, and we'll be doing it for charity. I don't know which charities we're sat. I should have confirmed this before we did the podcast, but we'll do a charity live stream watching along, and then all the money will go to charity.
Yeah.
'Cause
So we're
there
not
you
profiting
go.
off our reactions to Crown Jewel.
make
There
the
we go.
best of an iffy situation.
Exactly. What a lovely solution, that problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in previous years when we've done it, people have been really generous, so it's been really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, what else have you got for us this week?
Reaction to Crown Jewel. I'll be
Ooh.
doing what happened at. We'll also be doing various things.
That's it. Now it'll be what happened at. There's no graded this time, and because of the live stream being from 5 p.m. UK time until, I don't know, what time will it be? 9, 10
they've
o'clock?
been long.
Yeah, late on.
And then we do the podcast on a Friday morning. I won't have time to do WTF, and I might if something ridiculous happens, I'll do it on the following Monday. But I'm on the live stream and on the podcast the next morning, so I won't have time to do my content. And Tom, I assume's doing whatever Tom does, which is everything.
Yeah, Tommy did.
There's no time for that. So it's just what happened out this time around for Crown Jewel.
Ooh.
Aye.
Lovely. Do you have any cool articles coming up, Jack?
I'll probably one will be going out next Wednesday, but I don't know what it's on yet. Probably on Crown Jewel. No, there'll be so much to talk about. I've got no idea what it'll be on. But this time next week, there's going to be so much stuff.
We're on for a 4-hour podcast next week. I
It's bad.
swear we are.
For the wrestling. Yeah, but if you make me like my mum and cut out all the rest, then it'll be like a quick hour and a half.
What about yourself?
I have a video coming up that is It's not a Botchamania video.
Oh.
It's my first non-Botchamania video or Cultaholic thing in some time. Doing a deep dive on Men on a Mission's one WWF tag title win.
Nice.
It's still listed somewhere as, it was a mistake. It wasn't supposed to happen. Womp womp. I'm like, let me do a deep dive, like summoning salt, and see if this is actually the case.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to that.
I was having a lot of fun making it.
Nice.
It turns out making videos is fun.
Never done it in my life.
Oh,
I've done one.
Don't know how to edit.
yeah.
I did, Where Are They Now? The Newcastle United 08-09 squad.
Nice.
It's on,
nice.
It's on the NFC fans YouTube channel.
Is it really?
I
didn't know that.
I edited a full list, me, by myself. Big boy, me. I'll be doing a long Twitch stream on Saturday, like the day after this podcast goes live, because I've had FIFA 22 now for 2 whole weeks. And because of shooting the latest storyline war video thing that we do about Bray Wyatt, and then being ill this week, I still haven't bloody played it. So I'll be in here early afternoon from tomorrow doing a big long one where the debut of Cultaholic, FC Cultaholic, will be getting off the floor. Aye. But I don't think you can create, if you're watching this, and please let me know because me, not a big old look, and I don't think you can create custom players to play in your custom team. So I fancy creating all of us and then putting us in the team and doing a bit of it. I don't think you can just create the club. But unless you can, if you know a way, let me know, because I'll do it. But I'll be on the Twitch early afternoon BST time. Ooh. So I'm getting my hair chopped in the morning.
Oh, haircuts are plenty around this place. Wow. Gary's tried them. So we leave you and love you. I knew that you can, of course, go to patreon.com/Cultaholic and I can vote on the lovely things, get all the exclusive content. You can also be a producer, like, I don't know, Mark Leslie, Reno2200, Noah Anderson, Mike Staley, and Lewis Markham.
Thank you.
What a lovely bunch of
Thank you
lads.
very much.
You can also go to mailbag@cultaholic.com, got it right that time, and send us all your thoughts, queries, or your action figure problems. Right now, this has been Jack, this has been Ross, I've been Maffew, and that's been Young Jamie. We're going to end the show by saying thank you once again, and point at the big pink, it's not purple, you idiot, pink sign, and go 1, 2, 3, join
Join us.
Waggle, 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 waggle.